Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Heights High School for tonight's matchup between the 0-3 visiting North High Redskins and the 0-3 Wichita Heights Falcons. With me, I'm Mr. Kelly.
And I'm Caleb Bartlett.
And on the cameras, we got Lucas and we got Hunter. And on the scoreboard, we got Alfredo. Quintasia's back on the switcher, running all the different cameras and getting those things up ready to go. So we are getting ready to go for the national anthem. We're going to turn up our speakers for the national anthem and let you view that for a few minutes. And then we'll be back with a little bit more information in just a moment.
Tonight's anthem will be performed by the Wichita Heights Falcons under the direction of Mr. Mark Walker.
Great job by I think that's the Falconettes.
Yes, sir.
The Falconettes are singing under the direction of Mr. Mark Walker, and now they're taking a selfie. Do we have there's the close-up shot of the selfie right there. Or not the selfie, just the picture.
Just a regular photo.
Just a regular photo. And the ROTC is led by Sergeant Yeager. Eric Yeager is the director for that. So, Caleb, this is your first time. You ready to go?
Yes, it is. I feel pretty ready. I haven't really done this before, but we'll see how it goes.
We've talked about it a little bit, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Hey, there's nothing like it thrown into the fire here at your first high school game, calling it. You've seen a lot of football before, but just calling it and talking through it and stuff like that is going to be a new thing. So no big deal. But, like I said before, as we go through this, I'm going to try to talk a lot about the offensive side of the ball.
And I'm definitely going to be here for the defense.
Caleb's we've got a little stat sheet that we're going to try to keep you up to date with stats and so forth. And so we've got two different rosters here. We're ready to roll with that.
We're doing this.
So we're good. I've got a little sheet here with Heights football stats.
Ooh.
And we'll take a look at that. What other sheets do you have in there?
I've got just some like.
Oh yeah. We'll go over that some of the records here in just a moment. So. Why don't you talk a little bit about Heights and who they've played the first couple of weeks, and then North who they've played?
Yeah, so we got a we got an overall loss record. We've been playing. We played Bishop Carroll. We played Dodge City, and we played Mays South. So those are all losses. They were all pretty tight games other than Bishop Carroll. We went into overtime at Dodge City, and so that was a really tight game.
That was a tight game. The first game we lost, 24-40, but really it was a really tight game until May South scored on the last play of the game to make it somewhat of looks like maybe a lopsided score. But the 23-26 loss in overtime to Dodge City was last week, was our first home opener. And we just came up a little bit short. We took offense first in that game. We'll try to show you. We'll show you some highlights of that here in a little bit. We've got some commercials later for that. But who to look for on the Heights side tonight? Definitely, we've got Josh Sanders. Josh Sanders right now currently has 66 carries for 409 yards. And then Jalen Hanks, he's got 20 carries for 79 yards. So that's the next closest guy. Dylan Depperschmidt, the quarterback, 20 rushing yards, or 20 attempts for 45 rushing yards. And then pass completions, only a total of 71 yards passing. You're going to see that we do not pass the ball very much at all. We've only thrown it 14 times, completed it 5 times. With that, last week we did have our first touchdown reception by Rolando Reed last week. On the defensive side, Garrett Dempsey, the leading tackler for the Falcons. He's an outside linebacker. He's got 39 total tackles. And then right behind him is safety Mr. Richard. And we're getting ready to come out for the Falcons are just getting ready to come out. On the field, you can see the Pommies dancing down there. They're in the all-black uniforms. The cheerleaders are holding up the Heights Falcons sign over there. And you can kind of see off in the distance in the upper right corner of your screen, you can kind of see the Heights football team getting ready to come onto the field.
Right there. Yep.
Now, the Heights football team changed it up a little bit. Last week we were in red tops and black pants, and this week they've changed it up. We're throwing it back a little bit. We brought out the black jerseys and the white pants. Haven't done that in a couple of years.
Did not notice that.
And so that's something a little bit different that we brought out. We didn't want to wear. You know why we're wearing the black jerseys?
I mean, yeah, we've got red and white right here. So.
Right, exactly. North is kind of their colors are red and white, so we threw out the black colors,
right.
The black jerseys, and so we'll go with that.
It'll be easier for us, definitely.
Right. Also, the head coach for the Falcons is Coach Dingle. Assistant coaches Malik Jarrett out, Matt Reed, Jerron Ogles, Jivy Foster, Brett Eckert, Jeremy Moss, Todd Sock-Whitney, and Brennan Pankratz. Who are the coaches for the North High?
Over at North High, our head coach is Scott Mosher. And our assistant coaches, we have Eli Copen, Quentin Burgess, Mitch Kucera. Sorry about that.
It's Mitch Kuchera.
Kuchera. All right. We know someone who pronounces things. We got Tyler Ashburn, Lauren Williams, Jack Ewings, and Paul Lopez. That's our lineup there.
And then we've got you can see right there down there on the Falcons football team just came onto the field.
Yes, sir.
And the band is marching off, and we'll have the coin tossed in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
Right now, we'll take a little commercial break, and what are we going to show them, Quintasia? Pull a little commercial. Let's show a little bit of highlights from last week Heights Dodge game
was
right
an
here.
Exciting game.
Let's show that right there, and we'll get that ready to roll.
At 0-2 to start the year. This program's been at the top of the heap for a long time, but when you come out and you play 2 of the top teams in the state.
2 wide, 2 slot look. Going to do a little play action pass. Wide open. Touchdown pass for the Falcons. Going to be in shotgun pretty much all the time. Play action pass. And there's a sack
there it is,
there.
and a fumble.
And just couldn't get on it.
Kalen Lowry with the hurry there.
Receiver look right here. That means there's no tight end, and there's a speed option to Josh. Hanks didn't see the free safety, but Josh breaks that tackle, and he's going to pick up about 22 yards right there.
So it could be tough.
Giving it to Nedler there on the counter.
There we
Two
go.
offensive linemen were pulling. Nedler picks up another 3. And we're back. We've got the coin toss for the Redskins. We have number 10, 5'9", Joe Williams. Number 43, Jaquan Stewart. Also number, I think that's, who was that? Number 9, Angel Martinez. And there was one more, number 79, big number 79 out there, John Bazell. Who we have for the Falcons?
And over on the Heights Falcons side, we got number 20, Joshua Sanders, number 7, Dylan Depperschmidt, and number 5, Elias Smith.
So you'll see a lot of those guys for sure.
Definitely.
Josh Sanders is, like we talked about earlier, he's got over 66 carries on the season. Dylan Depperschmidt is the quarterback for the Falcons. And then Elias Smith, number 5, he's their DB. On the corner, he's going to be out there on the corner. He's one of their seniors as well. So it looks like we have.
It looks like
did North win the toss?
North won the toss, yes.
And they probably deferred.
They do a receive, and then they're gonna. They are going left.
So Heights won the toss, and then they deferred, And so that means they get the choice at the second half. And so, of course, North is going to take the ball.
All right.
And Heights is going to kick with the wind.
There.
I believe the
That's
North is blowing out of the south.
Yes, sir.
It's been a warm day. To the south, we've got some clouds building up a little bit. Hopefully they stay away in time for us to get this game. Hopefully. They predicted earlier today that maybe the little bit of the weather might come a little bit, but we'll see if hopefully it holds off and we can get through this game tonight. So referees don't have the referees' names. The white hat, the main referee, he'll be the one that we will try to show you as he makes the calls if we see any flags on the on there. You might hear the public dress announcer. We'll turn him up from time to time. That will be Mr. Mr. Joe Auer. Joe Auer is one of our basketball coaches. He is going to be the public dress announcer. So you might hear his voice a little bit every once in a while. And then, of course, we've got the crowd noise bringing in.
Yeah, we got some good microphones.
And we are ready for the kickoff. Deep for the Redskins, number 43, Jaquan Stewart, and number 10, Joe Williams.
And it looks like our number 16 that would be Caden Clausen, my bad. I haven't done this before.
You're right. Yeah. Caden Clausen is a sophomore. Kicked last year on the varsity team as a freshman.
Wow, that's nice.
So he is a good kicker. He's got a little bit of kicking in the genes. His dad was a kicker for K-State, and he should probably boot this out of the end zone, hopefully.
There you go. It looks like we got a little position change up there, and he's ready, and the game is a go. Off the ball goes.
And
down.
Nice and high, right to the corner. Great kickoff. That's taken there by Joe Williams.
It looks like it's down 25, 24.
Down at about the 24-yard line.
Yes, sir.
And we'll probably give that, I'm not sure who to give that tackle to. It's really hard. I would say probably number 10.
Number 10.
No, correction.
Right.
That was, I was looking, Joe Williams was the returner for the North High Redskins. So.
All right, so number 10.
Now, I don't know who the.
I didn't see it either. It was just kind of a collective.
So we got 1st and 10. Now, one thing you'll notice here on the, for the Redskins, they are going to be shotgun the whole time, and they are going to snap it to their quarterback, and they're going to run all different directions. They're going to.
All right, there's our scoreboard there. That's helpful.
So here we go, 1st and 10, and a pass on the very first play.
All the way down to.
And looks like no good. Breakup for the Falcons was on number 11, DJ.
Number 11.
DJ Dingle, not a tackle.
Not a tackle.
It was an incomplete pass.
I'm just kidding.
DJ Dingle, that's actually Coach Dingle's son, is starting at quarterback as a freshman.
Oh,
so as long as if I have the right guy there, that's DJ Dingle, number 11.
DJ Dingle.
I'm pretty sure that's who that was.
Oh yes, that's who it was. That's where we're
and
at
here
right
comes
now.
North again. Number 9 for the Redskins is Angel Martinez.
Ooh, 81 down on the sack.
81 for the tackle. That is Amarion Wilkins, a 6'3 junior.
Here we go. Doing pretty good. We're doing a really nice job of keeping them back, and it seems like we might have a good, nice, tight run for today. Feeling confident in the Heights team that we can push them back and keep them from scoring this round. Yes, sir. And it looks like North is lining up for the play again, and here we go. Oh, quick pass off the snap to, incomplete on number 2. That would be Dominic Simmons, a wide receiver. Don't know his grade. Yes.
So incomplete pass. Looks like that's going to bring up about 4th and 15.
Yes,
back punting for the Redskins is number 34. That's Ricky Garza. 6 foot 165.
And receiving looks like either number 9.
I think that's number 9.
Number 9, that would be Jaden Hamilton.
And I think that's Josh Sanders also. So a short kick.
Josh coming in.
Josh
He decided not to receive it.
Looks like he decided maybe not to get it, but that's going to be tough into the wind. But that's exactly what the Falcons wanted to do, was kick it deep, try to get North High to come out of that. They couldn't do it, so they punt, and now we've got a short field taking over about the 42-yard line.
There you go. That's what we need.
Malik Jarradat is the offensive coordinator calling all the plays. He's also on the headset with Coach Matt Reed. Matt Reed's in the press box right next to us. And you'll notice that Heights runs the ball quite a bit as well. They're in their flex bone offense, and they've got tight end down this way. Receiver go quick in motion, and they're going to go ISO left to the left side. Good carry right there for Adrian Patterson.
Tackle was made by number 15 on north side, Josiah Barnes.
And that looks, they're going to call that a first down, or they're going to call that?
It looks like second down.
Looks like second down and 1. So we're going to give that about a 9-yard carry.
There we go. All right, lining up for. That throwback made to number 4 down the right side.
That was a little rocket toss to Jalen Hanks, who he takes it for, 5, 10, 15, we're going to give him about 17 yards on the carry right there for Jalen Hanks.
That's a big one. Another first down. That looks like a first and, no, it's real close to a first and goal.
Almost a first and goal, but looks, what are they on, like the 14-yard line, just inside the 15-yard line?
Yes, sir.
I bet you they give it to Josh Sanders here. Haven't give him a carry yet. There he is on midline. And Josh is going to
all the way in for a touchdown. Heights Falcons. All righty.
So first carry for Josh Sanders. He picks up a 14-yard gain for a touchdown. Yeah, and Heights made it pretty easy right there. 3 rushing attempts. On the third one, they got all the way into the end zone. And Josh gets another touchdown. I think that's like his 6th or 7th touchdown on the season. Here comes Caden Clausen for the point after.
And let's hope that they make this extra point this time. Last time they came back to haunt us when we were doing we went into overtime and we were doing all that and crazy stuff. And it looks like it's good.
Yes, R.J. Richard was the holder right there. And Heights takes the lead 7-0. And we'll take a quick commercial. We'll just finish with some of those Heights Dodge City football highlights from last week.
At 0-2 to start the year. This program's been at the top of the heap for a long time, but when you come out and you play 2 of the top teams in the state.
2 wide, 2 slot look. Going to do a little play action pass. Wide open. Touchdown pass for the Falcons. Going to be in shotgun pretty much all the time. Play action pass. And there's a sack
there.
And
a fumble.
And just couldn't get on it.
Kalen Lowry with the hurry there.
Receiver look right here. That means there's no tight end, and there's a speed option to Josh. Hanks didn't see the free safety, but Josh breaks that tackle, and he's going to pick up about 22 yards right there.
So it could be.
And we're back, kicking off for the Falcons. Caden Clausen. We'll try to finish those highlights. There's a lot of them there, about 4 or 5 minutes of highlights from the game and how that went last week. So let's see if Caden Clausen, last time he pinned him deep in the end zone or deep in the corner, and he's got it just into the end zone, so it's going to be a touchback coming out to the north 20.
Number 10, Joe Williams, and North Redskins that were
really no passing, no stats for me to do for North besides a couple of incompletions. I think they ran it one time. I forgot to write that down. Gosh darn it. I'll try to get it this time. I was busy trying to keep track of all the different stats and looking at all my different rosters and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so I will get that for sure here coming up.
It looks like North has a same record as us, 0-3 losing.
0-3, yeah.
Yep, and so they have played Wichita South. Ooh, that was a good, bad game. We got
Go ahead and tell them score.
Southeast, and that was a 6-47 loss. And then versus Liberal, an 8-55 loss, and Southeast, 38-51. So we'll see how this goes.
Right. So they, like I said, they've been blown out quite a bit of their games, and we've had some tough games and some tough matchups. So here they are again, though. The Redskins in their shotgun formation. They like to run a little reverse, and they've got it out to the edge.
First down.
That was a good run right there by Jaquan Stewart, 5'8", 155.
I believe it was number 9 on the tackle.
And he gets out to about a 40-yard carry right there on that one.
Number 9, Jaden Hamilton on the tackle.
We'll give him about 40 on that one. And so, yeah, they just ran a little reverse. That's the thing about the, they call it the, I'm trying to think of what the offense they call this. The wing T offense is what they usually call this, when they snap it to somebody and you're not sure exactly who to get it because there's 4 running backs back there. But that's what they'll do a lot of, is just snap it and run. And there's number 10 right there for a carry. And that is Joe Williams.
Through that out of bounds.
And looks like he's going to pick up about, where are they going to mark it at? Looks like they're going to be about 8 yards there.
Yeah.
For an 8-yard carry. I don't think they got the down marker. Did they put it down in time? There we go.
Yeah.
One thing about doing the down marker, you got to get the heck out of the way. Joe Williams again on the carry. No, not Joe Williams. So I'm just saying, it's really hard to tell who these guys are. Number 25 on the carry, and that is Isaiah Jackson.
And that's number 18, Garrett Hounshell on the tackle.
Who?
Garrett Hounshell.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, yeah, Hounshell.
Hounshell.
Does any of you guys know how to pronounce that? Anybody know his name? Okay, I'm not sure how to pronounce that name either, but we're gonna go with you, Caleb, and say that that's right.
All right, good.
Here's Joe Williams on the run again, a missed tackle, a couple missed tackles.
Going all the way through.
And are we going to get him down on about the 3 or 4?
Down on 3, probably.
No, he's going to say he never went down. He landed on a Heights player, was never down, and they're going to give him the touchdown. That was Joe Williams on the carry, and he's going to go for 24 yards and a touchdown.
Dude, I thought his knees went down.
Well, that's a tough one. I wish we had instant replay. We don't.
High school, man. Gotta love it.
So no, yeah, that did not go down. It looked like who was that? Who was going to make that tackle? Do you know who made that?
It was like 19 or 27 or 3 actually.
Was it number 3? So number 3 was trying to make the tackle and just couldn't get it done. And I think he, like I said, he swung him down on him and landed on him, and he kept on going. So early here in the first quarter, with 8:14 left, North ties it up 7-7. We'll go back to the commercial and show a little bit more of those Dodge City highlights right now. Giving it to Nedler there on the counter. Two offensive linemen were pulling. Nedler picks up another 3. Looks like they're going to just give it to Nedler right there for a 1-yard gain for a touchdown. So happened. And here's Dodge. Little quarterback counter.
There we go, big Kalen Lowry coming through the middle to make the tackle for a loss.
We're not the official clock, but we'll try to keep it as best we can. Josh does a good job of breaking a couple tackles there, picking up about 7. And there's a quarterback counter right there, almost left footer from about 32 yards, it looks like, maybe 28 yards. And we're back. So here, North, number 86. Is that no 86?
Yes, sir.
No way Rocha.
Yeah,
Rocha
like
kicking off into the wind. And they're going to little pooch kick it right there.
Tiny little boy. Received by
and
number 3.
They're just going to go down. Good decision right there by R.J. Richard.
He didn't want to go in that throng. It was just down the lines right there.
Yeah, so, short kick. Nobody was really blocking for him. He's supposed to be blocking somebody, but he does a smart decision right there of just getting on that ball and covering it up. And here come the Falcons. Now, if we can we're going to have to continue to score at this rate right now.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we couldn't stop North. North couldn't stop us. So we might have a barn burner here right now with both teams scoring on their opening possessions. So here comes the Heights flexbone offense. Depperschmidt at quarterback. Josh Sanders right there at the fullback, and you got 2 slots and 1 wide receiver.
There you go.
And they're going to pull them off sides right there. Now, you'll notice a lot of that. We always go in motion. Almost every single play, there's some guy that goes in motion, and they're going to call that offsides against North High.
All right.
We're always going to be moving almost just right before the play.
Yep. Looks like we're lining it back up.
So here we go. We got a 1st and 5. Tight end up top, going in motion again, giving it to Josh on belly on the inside. And he's going to pick up the first down in about 8 yards.
There we go. Yeah, it seems like it's just going to be, we're just going to be marching down the field one either way. Both of our offenses are really strong, so we're just going to see how this plays out. I mean, I'm honestly pretty excited to see how it plays out in the 4th quarter. Yep, we got 8 minutes left on the clock. And we are at a go, lining up on the field again. Here we go for the snap.
Going in motion, I think, nope, didn't call it right there. There's a toss to the outside.
Oh, there we go.
Adrian Patterson with a good run.
Looks like it was
going to bring up about 14 yards on the carry.
Looks like that was like thrown out of bounds before we got that tackle there by number 36. So
yeah, well, number 36 on the 36-yard line. Did you know that?
Yeah, whoa, that's pretty exciting. This is the excitement of high school football, folks.
So here we go. So that brings up 1st and 10. Coach Jared a little bit inside, a little bit outside on the play calling. Tight end up top, receiver up tight, tight formation, 2 slots.
Seems like our standard play.
That was definitely offsides right there. Looks like it from the northwest side.
There's a little jump.
And you know who that is? That's the first time we've seen Joseph Randall, number 22, a freshman. And he's getting a little bit of look on a Friday night. See if he can't get it going. A couple weeks ago against Bishop Carroll, he had about a 98-yard return for a touchdown.
Wow. And
so he, on the opening kickoff of the second half, he returned that all the way. So
that must have been a morale booster.
He's pretty athletic, and let's see what he can do. He's at the L position, number 22. See what they do here.
Yep.
There's full. Depperschmidt's going to keep it.
Oh,
and Depperschmidt's going to go all the way, and he just goes
34.
down at about the 5. Good decision right there for Dylan Depperschmidt. And about 10, 20, about 25-yard line. That's his first carry of the night, 25-yard gain. Looks like they're going to stop him down at about the 6-yard line, bring us up 1st and goal for the Falcons.
Yeah, and I've really noticed that Dylan Depperschmidt's really good at thinking on his feet and these tough decisions they can make, and just right over there, and he's just real good.
You're exactly right. So what he's trying to do, he's trying to read one of these down linemen if he gives that ball to the fullback or not. That's just a straight toss to Josh outside. Nobody's going to stop him. Into the end zone for the Falcons, Josh Sanders. So that was a carry, another touchdown for Josh. He's got 2 on the night and 3 carries. That was only about a 6-yard touchdown run.
Yeah.
So Heights takes the lead 13-7, and here comes Caden Clausen with the kick. R.J. Richard, sophomore, holding it for him. And I'm not sure who is on. You know who's on the snap? You know who's snapping that? Dylan Depperschmidt, the quarterback, is the long snapper.
And that kick is good.
We don't see that a lot very often. The starting quarterback doing the long snapping. So Heights takes the lead, 14-7, with about 6:20 left to go. And we'll go back and try to finish more of those Dodge City highlights. Left foot is up and good.
That's good.
For 3 points for the Red Demons.
I don't know why you wouldn't. Well,
there's a good little hitter right up there. You just never know when who's going to get the ball. And now we got a play action pass, trying to get it to the outside. Good little shot right there and a catch. You just never know when who's going to get the ball. And now we got a play action pass, trying to get it to the outside. Good little shot right there and a catch. 5 is in there at fullback instead of Josh Sanders. I hope he's okay. They're going a steady dose of ISO right there. And here we are coming back for the kickoff for the Falcons. Caden Clausen again kicking with the win. So we've had 3 scores, no stops on any defense really. I mean, there's been a few tackles, but both offensive has scored at will. Caden Clausen with the kick, and it looks like it's going to be over the head of Joe Williams. And it's going to be a touchback at the 20. No penalties on the field, and here come the Heights defense and the North offense. We couldn't stop them the first time. I mean, they had a 24-yard touchdown run that last series by Joe Williams. They had a 40-yard run by number 43, which was Jaquan Stewart, 5'8 senior, 155-pound running back, on a little reverse play. So They're in their little wing T offense. And here comes number 43 getting the play from the sideline, Jaquan Stewart, telling the quarterback. And we'll see see if Heights can make a stop. Look out for big number 90, Kalen Lowry down there. He's their defensive lineman that's a senior. You should make a lot of stops. Fumble on the play.
Yo.
And
The Heights get it.
I think North got it back. Shotgun right there. Coming up, long hair for the Redskins. I can't tell what number that is, but it was an offensive lineman. Number 60, is that 66? 56.
Yeah, that's what it is.
56 for the Redskins was the one that picked up that fumble. That was Christian Dodd. Thank goodness for them, but, man, we sure wanted to get that fumble. Shotgun again. Kalen Lowry almost jumping off sides. And here comes the reverse again to Jaquan Stewart, and he cuts it back. Heights defense is there for about a gain of about 2 yards.
92 made that tackle right there. Number 92 is, it's Philip Pickens. It's a defensive lineman.
92?
Oh, my bad. That's
There you go.
Armani Ammons.
Armani Ammons.
There we go. I'm sorry if I totally butcher everything.
That's all right. You're good. You're learning. You're fine.
There we go.
And snap it right back to, that's Joe Williams on the carry. Going to bring up about a 4-yard gain for Joe Williams. And looks like North is going to punt. Good. Heights made a stop right there. And I guess you know what? This is the second time they punted. So I think we made them punt the first series, and we went back down and scored, and then they came back and scored. And so here we go. Josh Sanders, number 20, and number 9 back for the Falcons is Jaden Hamilton.
Yeah, I've noticed that the North offense is just very aggressive. They have quick huddles, quick snaps, and they're just go, go, go.
That's the wing T offense. It's kind of misdirection. You don't know who's going to get the ball. Same thing with the Heights offense too. Is you don't know who's getting the ball. And the thing about both of these offenses is the game should go by pretty quick with both teams really running the ball quite a bit.
Yes,
with
sir.
both of these offenses. So
looks like I was down on the 43, and so we'll be.
So right now, leading rusher for the Falcons is probably Dylan Depperschmidt. He had that 25-yard gain. Josh Sanders is right behind him with about 23 yards on about 3 carries, even though Josh has 2 touchdowns. And so we'll see if the Heights Falcons can maintain that and see if they can continue to score. Right now, we got 4:06 left to go here in the first quarter. You know, Caleb, I see some clouds building up. I'm seeing some lightning way off in the distance. Don't know how far that is. Maybe in between the next plays or so, we might get a shot of the thunder and the clouds and see what we can show you. There's a little reverse for Jalen Hanks. They fake toss one way. Jalen Hanks gets about a 2-yard gain going the other way. Maybe, we'll say, a 3-yard gain.
Sorry, I was thinking about weather. Yeah, you see that weather coming in by our tight view on Mr. Lucas. Yeah, that might come in play on fourth quarter.
Sorry, we missed that play. We were talking about the weather there and almost missed the play. And that was Dylan Depperschmidt picking up about 15. So that was another midline. Basically, what he's trying to do is he's trying to read the defensive lineman and whether to pull it or give it to the fullback. And here comes a tight end look. That coming off the field right there is number 51. That's Trevon Profit.
And coming back on to him to fill him in is 84, Justin Myers.
So Justin Myers is more of a true tight end. It looks like Heights is going to go trips. Not too often we see trips probably toss left here. Just a little belly left, so they were just trying to give him a formation change up right there to get some guys outside, and they just got belly underneath to Josh. But it looks like it's going to be an offsides.
On north side.
On north. Going to bring up 1st and 5.
Oh, man, he gets traded right back out.
So it looks like they might be trading. I want to see if Trevon Profit, he's coming in as a tight, probably an extra lineman. So what happened is Trevon Profit is actually tight end now with the number 51. He can't go out for a pass. So there's a little speed option. Just going to pitch it to Josh. Josh fumbles
down
it.
there. That's North.
And picking it up, going the other way is number 15, Josiah Barnes. And just
can't get a hold of that. He was thrown to him.
It was just a little speed option, and that's exactly what North needed to keep this in the game. It'd been nice to go up by 2 touchdowns, but looks like North has the opportunity to tie it up. There's a little speed option left, and Depperschmidt pitched it to Josh, and then Josh couldn't
get a hold on it.
Couldn't get a hold of it.
Yep,
and that was about a 60-yard return for a touchdown.
Yep.
And North has the opportunity here to
really
tie up the ball game. That's number.
What is that? 16.
Number 16, which is.
I'm mistaken. 86.
86. Yeah, it's so hard to read those numbers.
Those shoulders are so tiny.
Noe Rocha. Almost a bad snap, and that was a block. Heights Falcons gets the block. Number 9, Jaden Hamilton.
There we go.
No good on the extra point. And we'll go to let's go to another little commercial. We'll do something else besides the Heights Dodge highlights.
Although they are pretty exciting.
Oh, we're going to show the Heights Dodge highlights. Play those.
Okay, we'll just keep going through that.
There's Jalen Hanks powering into the end zone.
Touchdown.
That's a kind of a weird formation. They've got 2 offensive linemen in the backfield, and they're just going straight ahead, almost like power wedge.
Yeah.
I mean, they got everybody right there in the middle, and Wichita still got a pretty decent crowd here. They're going to give it to Josh. He cuts it back, gets into the end zone. All right, so you just saw there last week we got to the Josh scoring the touchdown, and 14-13, you never know, Caleb. 2 0-3 teams. Either team doesn't have a win. So North thinks they can beat us. We have to prove that we can beat them, and we have to see what's going on.
Yeah, we're both fighting here, doing some good action.
Another little pooch.
Oh, nice
and
catch.
looks like Randall's going to try to. That's Joseph Randall on the return. And he's not going to call a fair catch. They're going to give it to Randall. And he, about a 5-yard carry or so return.
There we go. Well, let's hope we can get this game back up to speed and get us a good lead here.
2:19 left to go in the first quarter. Still quite a bit of time left. It's actually been kind of slow. I thought it was going to be a fast-running game because both teams runs the ball, but with everybody scoring, the clock stops so much when everybody scores.
Yeah, the weather will definitely be a factor here, too. It seems the lightning is getting a little closer, so I'm a little worried. Looks like refs are having a little bit of trouble here.
It looks like North High is going to call a timeout, so we'll just go right back. Actually, no, we'll just talk a little bit. Stay right there on that tight view of the coaches. There you see Coach Dingle is talking to the referee down there in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. That's Coach Brett Eckert also talking with the referee. They're talking with the team, kind of the tall guy. That's Coach Jared Att. He's the offensive coordinator.
Right.
There, in the middle, that is Coach Ogles. He's a new coach first year this year, and then Coach Todd Sock-Whitney. I think he's kind of the elder guy on the team that's been around the longest on the coaching staff. And he's kind of the also teaching a little bit of coaching defense, linebackers and stuff like that. He was just checking to see what Coach Jared was going to be calling right there. And we're right back at it. Brings up a 1st and 10. I'm not sure exactly why North called a timeout, but they wasted one of their timeouts right there. And Depperschmidt back under center in a trips formation. They're just going to pitch it out to Josh and let him run around the edge. And knocked out of bounds by number 43. About a 15-yard carry for Sanders.
See, that's what we needed that last play, is that just a nice throw and a good 20-yard gain. That's what we needed.
Yeah, just a different play right there. They were trying to – they block everybody on a toss, and then on the previous play they're trying to read somebody and they don't block somebody and they pitch them so they can block more downfield. So kind of the same concepts, well, different concept, but they're trying to get Josh on the outside. So they just decided to turn around and toss it to him instead of a pitch.
Well, Josh's performance was definitely improving on that, and he really just like one fluke, and he's bounced back. He's back.
So here we go, trips to the top portion of the screen. Looks like Depperschmidt's going to throw a little quick out to Joseph Randall. Stiff arm, stays on his feet. Nice little play for Joseph Randall.
There we go.
Man, that's a heck of a run for him. That's about a, where are they going to mark him out? Right at about the 20-yard line, about a 16-yard carry. Very athletic for Joseph Randall, freshman.
Yeah, you don't really see passes very often in the Heights offense.
And you don't usually see a lot of freshmen playing, but we've got a couple good ones tonight. Joseph Randall is one of them. DJ Dingle was another one right there that was playing on defense.
Yeah, we got ourselves some promising new blood here.
The freshman, I mean, right now our freshman team is undefeated. Our JV's only lost one game. Here's a tight formation, going a little formation, going to give ISO to Hanks. And a fumble.
Uh-oh.
And North recovers. Jalen Hanks with the fumble. Not sure exactly what happened. Looked like a clean handoff, but Jalen Hanks just gets stripped of the ball. We lose it and turn it right back over. North, I didn't see who got the fumble recovery, but a North High player is down.
Uh-oh.
We'll see if we can stay in on that. Maybe we're not sure who we're going to get a number on. But with 1:55 left, we'll go with the commercial, and we still haven't got through all the hot Dodge City highlights. We still got a little bit left, so we'll go to that, and we'll come back right after this injury.
Zone for a touchdown.
Something up their sleeve and maybe try a little play-action pass, and they do. There's Foster,
keep it.
and he's going to pick up the first down. Clock's going to stop moment here. Good for the Falcons. Giving it to Alden up the middle.
Good job. There's Kalen Lowry again.
Kalen Lowry with a big stop. Coach Foster over there in the Dodge City. Foster, a little bit of rollout, backside screen, and sniffed out big time right there by Jaden.
And they fumbled. There's a fumble on the play. It looks like Heights has it back.
And here we are right there. You just noticed the play right before the highlight right there was that's not actually a fumble. We tried to get the fumble against Dodge City last week, couldn't get it done. And here is North after a turnover. They're going to have an opportunity, and they get almost a screen. Kalen Lowry tips it up. Almost interception for Kalen Lowry.
He was almost there. Number 90 was on that.
That's big Kalen Lowry right there, senior. One of the biggest guys on the Heights team for sure.
Definitely sticks out.
6'3", 290 on the roster. Now, he's a state qualifier wrestler, but at 290 is actually too heavy to wrestle.
Oh,
you have to be 285.
285
is the max.
All
so
right.
He's going to have to lose a little bit of weight if he's going to be. I'm sure he'll lose weight for wrestling season.
Oh, definitely. He seems like a very dedicated sportsman.
So here we go. Shotgun brings up 2nd and 10 for the Redskins. Looks like they're somewhat of a passing formation, and that's what they're going to do. And they're going to throw it up over the top. Going to test the DB, and they're going to call it a catch.
Oh. That seemed like it was a close call right there.
I didn't even see who got that.
Oh.
Number two.
Number 2
was Dominic Simmons. So that's the first receiving yards there. Man, that's about a 45-yard gain on that one. They're going to put the ball at about the 43-yard line. Brings up 1st and 10. So
and there's the throw down to number 9 all the way. Ooh, he's wide open, number 13, or 43, I'm sorry.
Another touchdown pass for not another touchdown pass, a touchdown pass for the Redskins. And that is number 43. I didn't even see where he came from. Jaquan Stewart.
He just got a break, and our guys weren't on him. He was wide open.
That was North taking the lead. Are they going to go for 2 to probably go up? They're probably going to go for 2 here instead of making it a 6-point game. Try to go up by 7.
Oh.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to go up by try to go up by 7 here with a 2-point play.
Yep.
See what they can do.
See if we can make the stop.
And
hey,
they
there we
don't.
go.
Incomplete pass. Try to do the quick out to number 43, Jaquan Stewart. And the Falcons are down in the first quarter, 133 left, 19-14. And we'll take a quick commercial, and we'll finish our Dodge City highlights. You're probably going to see the overtime. They're going to call it. If he makes it just the opposite, we might have a little overtime. We'll see what happens. Kick is down, and he nailed it.
Wow.
Into this.
And we're back here. Got a return over to the Hats Falcons.
The last couple times they've pooch kicked it.
Let's see if they can pull that off again. Maybe we've recovered from that.
And
Nope.
they're going to go a little bit deeper.
Nice deep kick.
And not sure who returned that, but he was.
That's just a massive bodies right there.
Yep,
I
bunch
can't tell.
of guys there for North High on the tackle.
Go North. I mean, I'm sorry. That was, wow.
Well, that's all right.
We'll be right back.
No, we're
before I
not going to be right back. We're going to stick with it
ashamed.
right here. So here we go. So
Someone
going to
come
bring
here
up
and
first and 10 for the Falcons on about the 38-yard line. Heights down 19-14. They've had 2 touchdown a long pass right there on the previous one to Dominic Simmons, and then Jaquan Stewart with about the 45-yard TD reception to take the lead. Here comes the Heights Falcons, Jalen Hanks with the carry. Going to get about an 8-yard gain for Hanks. He's got about 28 yards on the night on about 3 carries. So if we got to make sure that well, we're still in the first quarter, right? Holy cow. Still in the first quarter. It's got to be one of the longest first quarters that we've been here just because there's so much scoring. I mean,
they're just marching, man.
Both teams are marching. Not a lot of defense played right now for this. So we'll see if Heights can maybe pick up the first down here on 2nd and 2.
There we go.
Or this is also a great opportunity for a little play action pass and see if they can get something going. They're going to give rocket toss out there to John Randall.
It's
John Randall?
First down. Yep, 22.
John Randall. I think I call him Joseph. I think
No,
Joseph
you've been calling him John. You're good.
I've been calling him John. Okay.
Yep, you're doing it.
So John Randall picks up the about the 6-yard carry right there for a first down. He's got 4 carries. Oh, 3 carries for him. I put that on the wrong guy.
Yeah, I've been doing that.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
We're
So
not-
first and 10 for the Falcons. We need a good long drive here. This might be the last play of the first quarter, depending if it's an incomplete pass or looks like they're going to give a midline right there to Josh. Josh cuts it back. Gain of about 4 for Sanders, and that's going to be it. And we're going to show you the rest of those highlights. I think this is going to be the end of the game for the Dodge City game. We'll be finished with all those highlights. We'll be right back. Todd. Going to give it to Josh. Trying to get out there. Cuts it back. Not going to get it. It's going to be 4th down and 5. Point. Get a good snap kick, and they got it right up the middle, but they kicked it through. Whew. Ran it. We've got to try to blitz those linebackers up the middle or stunt those guys in there. There's Foster, and he's going to pick up the touchdown, and the game is going to be over. Heights loses. All right, we're back. You saw another little commercial there that we started to play. That was our ROTC that had a drill meet the other night. But that was the end of the Dodge City highlights that we finally got through for the first quarter. You saw the last play. We had to kick a field goal to go ahead, and then we couldn't stop them, and Dodge City wins the game on that last second touchdown. So we turned the field around. Heights going with against the wind now, and going from north to south now. And they're going to give to Josh on the belly. He's going to pick up a couple of yards, and he fumbles it.
I don't see it receive that. There's quite a few people there.
And I don't know who.
Oh.
Big number 76 for the Falcons.
Oh,
Zane Tompkins. Wow. Thank goodness for
one.
Zane Tompkins right there as he was following the play, following Josh, and he picks up the fumble.
He was there.
Wow, what a heck of a play there. And good luck for the Falcons on that one, man. We would not definitely want to turn the ball over and give North High another chance of score. We're going to have to try to march down and get some points back and take the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Josh giving it right up the middle. Depperschmidt on the midline for about 9 yards. And Josh is going to pick up another carry. He's got about, that makes his 6th carry for about 9 yards. So we'll try to give you totals at halftime. We'll try to add stuff up at halftime. 2nd and 6, not 2nd and 6. I'm looking at our score. But it's about 2nd and 1, 11:06 left. And here's a play-action pass outside to Jalen Hanks. Nice catch. Nice pass right there by Dylan Depperschmidt. Jalen Hanks with the catch.
Looks like we're down at the 6-yard line right there.
And that's going to be about a 20-yard pass play. First pass play for the Falcons.
Sorry, I didn't catch the tackle on that. Did you see who it was?
I did not see who that was on that one.
Well, they're just going to have to go ambiguous that day. We are not
probably it's probably that defensive back down there. Can't really see it right here. Here's a good view right there. Toss to John Randall on the outside. He's going to get stuffed, thrown back.
Tiny loss right there.
Tackled by number 56.
Thank you.
Who's 56?
Number 56 is Christian Dodd. He is he's a senior this year. So
he's got the long hair. Can't miss him.
Big man.
So that was a pretty good play for them. Now let's see what the Heights Falcons can do. So overloaded down here to this side, tied in. They're going to go midline back to Josh. Looks like Depperschmidt's going to keep it. And Depperschmidt's going to get into the end zone.
Yeah, there we go.
So, again, that's the beauty of the triple option is you don't know who's going to get the ball. And that time right there, Depperschmidt made the correct read and gets in for about the 10-yard gain for Dylan Depperschmidt. Gets a touchdown. That was about his 3rd carry. He's averaging well over about, probably 15 yards a carry. He's got a carry of 25, carry of 15, and a carry of 10. Here comes Caden Clausen on the point after. We're going to go up by 2. Really no reason to go for the 2-point conversion to go up for 3 this early in the game. So we're just going to keep getting our 1 points, and hopefully we don't really have to worry about the 3-point play. So we will take a quick commercial, and what are we going to show this time, Quintasia? We're done with our Heights Dodge. Back here. So Caden Clausen kicking in the wind. Let's see how far he can get kicking into the wind. North's got a couple of returners down there on about the 10-yard line. Still see some thunder and light. Not really hearing thunder. It's just lightning. I think it's quite a ways away.
Yeah.
And return at about the 7-yard line.
That's for number 10. Whoa.
Hurdling. Nice little play right there.
Good jump.
That's Joe Williams.
Play. Don't know what that is.
Did we get a flag?
Yes, sir.
Where you at? I don't see the flag.
Oh, I saw it. Someone threw something. I don't know. Maybe. Yep, there it is, right at that 40-yard line on SI.
We'll
yep,
watch the. We'll get a look here. Looks like they're going to wave it off. Not sure white hat, picked up the red, yellow flag. Man, I was about every color known to man right there. So there's a good look at the defensive front there for the Falcons. Kalen Lowry, big number 90, 81. I believe that's Amarion Wilkins, or is that 91?
91.
No, that's 81, Amarion Wilkins.
There you go.
And then number 92, Armani Ammon. So
here we go.
comes a little reverse. Heights sniff it out. Carry for the Redskins was Jaquan Stewart again. He's got quite a few carries as well. That makes about his 4th or 5th carry. They love that little reverse. He picks up about 3 more yards. He had a really good long run earlier, 40 yards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're just lining up on the field again. That thunder is getting a little darker here, and so we are coming in a close game for both weather and people. Oh, number 10 makes a breakthrough all the way down at the 20. There's a 10, and that'll be a touchdown.
And that's going to be about a 55-yard run, about a 53-yard run.
Yeah, he just broke right through
for
our
Joe
defenses.
Williams.
He just broke right through and made a mad dash.
He had a 24-yard TD earlier, and now a 53-yard run. That's one thing about the wing T, man. They're just punching it up in the middle, punching it up in the middle, punching it up in the middle.
Yeah, it's very unpredictable, this game. Well, here we are lining up for two-point conversion.
They're going to go 2.
Seem really fervent on that one. They're going for a run this time. And
Didn't
breaking a few
get it.
tackles.
Kalen Lowry tried to make the tackle, try to throw him down. He's got to run his feet, can't throw him down to the ground. But luckily, the other Heights guys were there to pick it up. And we get the stop. Down 4, North 25, Heights 21. We'll show a little bit more of that JROTC stuff. And we're back. So 25-21, man, a lot of points scored here. What we got? 46 points scored in a quarter and a half. Yep. Not even a half, less than a half.
Man, it's a really close game. It's really anyone's game right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Heights guys running on late.
Man.
Do we have 11 out there? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11.
All right, that's
and
good.
They're going to all the way to the end zone, but no, he's going to return it out.
That's number 9. Down he goes. At
number
the
9,
28-yard line.
Jaden Hamilton with the return. Pretty good return right there. I think he probably caught that about the 1-yard line because he was almost in the end zone. So he brings that out about 26 yards or so.
There you go. Yeah, it looks like
There's a good look right there. They call the play every time they call the play on the sideline and after a series, and then they walk it back onto the field. And then after that, Coach Jared Att will run plays back and forth with running backs or receivers or sometimes tight ends. There's giving it to Josh right there on a belly.
Oh,
and Josh
breakaway.
is going right up the middle.
The 40, the 30, 20, 10. There he goes. That's a nice bounce back by the Heights Falcons. That is some good stuff.
72-yard touchdown run for Sanders. I always look on those long runs. I'm always looking back. Any flags? Any flags? Nope, no flags.
We're all good.
72 yards. Another stoppage in clock. Holy cow. No defenses are going to be played here. What's your prediction? Over or under? Does somebody score 50 points tonight?
50. I don't know, dude. This will be whatever it is. It'll be a very close game. It'll be on the edge of our seats the whole way there.
You never know. It's going to be whoever scores last or whoever has the ball last is going to stop, because neither one of these defenses can stop offenses right now. There's Caden Clausen with the kick and makes it good. So we go up by 3, so we're back up by a field goal. 8:38 left. We'll just stick here for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just
see if I can add some of these points. Josh already has 3 touchdown runs. He's got a 14-yard touchdown run, a 6-yard touchdown run, and a 72-yard touchdown run. For the Redskins, it was a touchdown reception by number 43, which is Jaquan Stewart. And then the other 2 touchdowns for them have been their quarterback, number 10, well, kind of their quarterback, Joe Williams. He's had a touchdown run of 24 yards and a touchdown run of 53. There's a good look at the sideline right now. So Heights is down there in front of their TV. I don't know, can we zoom in on that TV a little bit? There's a closer shot right there of the TV, as you can see. And so they're going to watch a couple of the plays, and they're learning to see, who does what and where it's at. And then here's the touchdown run right there. Josh, there's our instant replay right there. You can see how it's blocked up and how they're blocking, and they're rewinding it and stuff like that, watching where everybody goes. So here we go. Kicking off, Caden Clausen. Looks like he's going to do a little bit of a pooch kick, nice and high.
Woo. Caught right about the 22.
And making the tackle for the Falcons, number 27.
27. All right.
Who's 27?
That would
Garrett Dempsey.
Garrett
Dempsey is their leading tackler for the Falcons. Right now, coming into this game, Garrett Dempsey has a total of 39 total tackles. He's a linebacker, so he's, usually linebackers are definitely pretty good tacklers, so he's out there on the kickoff team going down there. So Heights takes the lead 28-25, 8:31 left to go here in the first quarter. And looks like North is going to call another timeout, and that brings up their second timeout, I do believe. So you can see there, Heights has 3 timeouts left. North has 1. Yeah. Another little feature right there that Alfredo is learning right there. So Alfredo's on the scoreboard. He just pulled that one up. Yeah. Doing a good job on the first down and 10-yard markers. The Coach Moss is right there. The really tall guy, Coach Dingle's the one talking with the clipboard, and then Coach Foster is the other coach that's right there. I think he's the DB coach. Really got to communicate with those guys because we haven't had very many stops. So hopefully we can get a couple stops here in the second quarter, and see if we can come out at least go into the halftime with the lead. Right now we've got the halftime. Coming up at halftime tonight is our homecoming. Ooh. So we've got homecoming royalty. We'll try to show that.
There we go.
The band's going to perform. The dancers are. I think the band's performing. Is the band performing?
I'm sure they are. They seem to do it a lot.
Well, with homecoming, I'm not sure what they're going to do. So we'll see.
That's true. They might substitute that for the royalty.
Here comes the Redskins. Going in motion is Stewart, and they're just going to bring him back, and they're going to go deep over the top.
Too deep for him.
Pass intended for Joe Williams. I think that's how they scored the last time, and Heights finally
got him covered.
Finally figured it out on maybe how to stop it, or at least how to cover it. I think just the ball was overthrown. The ball was thrown by number 9, Angel Martinez, bringing up about 2nd and 10.
All right.
So really, they've. I think that's their North doesn't really have a quick passing game. Most of their times have been bombs. Mm-hmm. They've had a 20-yard gain and then a 45-yard touchdown reception.
There we go.
And here's Martinez back to pass again. There's another deep ball, and he's going to pick it up.
Took a while on that tackle. Number 9.
A great throw by Martinez to number 43, Jaquan Stewart, and he has been all over the field. He's rushing the ball, got a couple good receiving catches. He's got that long 49-yard touchdown pass. That was about a pickup of about another 40 yards for him on that reception.
Yeah, really for the Falcons, we just need to work on those small errors. They give us they're just really capitalizing on that.
We're right there, just a good throw, good catch there by the North High Redskins.
Nothing really we could do. You're right.
Maybe a little bit more pressure up front. Let's see if some of our defensive linemen can get some pressure. They're going to give the ball outside to Joe Williams. He gets around the outside edge, and we are not going to stop him. And Joe Williams takes it into the end zone for about 20 yards. That was a 20-yard gain right there for Joe Williams. That's his 4th touchdown of the night. And North right back up on top.
What do you think, Coach? Are they going to go for 2 again?
What are we at? We're up by 3 right now. We're up by 3 right now. In my opinion, I just go for the 1 point. Unless they don't have a kicker. Did they ever go for an extra point yet?
I believe they did the
first time.
First couple of times.
So now they're probably just going to. Nope. They're going to try to go for it here.
They're just trying to get as much advantage as possible here on us.
So going to try to go up by 5, and they're going to throw the quick out. Nope. Angel Martinez is going to try to get in the end zone.
And there he goes.
And he does.
Breaks through. Yeah. It seems like the North is very heavy on the 2 points. I don't really see that very often.
No, you don't see it a lot of times. Most of the time they're going to take the easy 1 point extra point. But right there, Angel Martinez was dropping back for the pass and then scrambles for the 2 point conversion. And we'll go with another commercial here. What we got coming up here? How about some Powder Puff football?
Go grab it! Come on, they're running the same thing.
Here we go, number 86.
There we go. Sorry we missed the kickoff right there. We're having fun watching the Powder Puff football game.
Okay.
And Jalen Hanks all the way around the outside edge. Ran out of steam right there. He ran about 20 yards for a gain of about 5.
33. Looks like, yep.
That's a good look right there. Jalen Hanks, number 4. Junior, got the red arm sleeve right there.
I went to
Coach Jarrett at. Calling play, 7:27. Are we pretty good, Alfredo? Alfredo's perfect on the time.
Oh, yeah.
7:27 left to go here.
Go Alfredo.
1st and 10 for the Falcons. Big Rolando Reed, receiver down here at the bottom. Looks like they got tight end down here, so a little overloaded to the right. And that's where they're going to go. They're going to run ISO right up the middle to John Randall. John Randall's going to pick up about 5 yards. We're going to give him a gain of 5. Going to bring up about 2nd and 5. And here we go again, 2nd and 5 for the Falcons. Midline, Josh right up the gut. Gain of about 8 yards. We'll give 8 yards for Josh. I'm ran out of room. I don't know why. I've always got to leave Josh a couple extra spots because he gets so many carries. Last week against Dodge City, he had 31 carries.
And that is insane. They're working him.
So he's going to continue to get the load tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 carries right now for Sanders. Definitely the leading rusher for the Falcons. Here comes Hamilton coming back the other way on a counter. Rolando Reed out there with a good key block. Can we get into the end zone?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
There we go.
Adrian Patterson with about a 52-yard gain. Counter, little counter play. Fake toss one way, counter going the other way. Jaden Hamilton with a 52-yard touchdown run.
Wow.
Another score.
Came out of nowhere.
Now we're up by 1. Looks like we're going to go up by 2. Like Heights, Coach Dingle doesn't really worry about chasing points, and so he's just going to take his extra points. And if he needs to go for 2 later, he will.
Looks like it was
blocked
there
right
by,
up the middle.
Who's that down there? I can't really see him on the view. It looks like number 70 made that.
Big number 70 right up the middle. Coach Eckert right there putting the piece of paper in his back pocket. He's screaming at somebody for being lazy in there because that's Evan Manuel, big number 77. Came right up the middle.
We just couldn't get down.
Or Chase Reed. Chase Reed, number 58. Yeah, Chase Reed, number 58. One of those two guys, they were talking to Eckert right there. So one of those guys let that guy through. And so up by 1, though, at least. 6:13 left to go here. I bet somebody's going to get to 50 points by the end of this night.
50 points?
This might be one of the longest games in Heights history.
All right. We will see how this turns out.
Hunter just gave me a look on camera. He's like, oh, my gosh, we're going to be here forever at this rate. Right?
I got to get home. I got to go to bed.
And Clausen's going to pooch it.
Ooh, there we go. That's a nice deep kick.
To about the 20-yard line, back to the outside.
25.
North gets us sucked in. Looks like there's a penalty on the play.
Stop made by
number 8?
Number 8, yes, I believe. Number 8, number 10, something like that.
Davion Ware, number 8.
There we go.
But there's a penalty back down on the 27-yard line.
Yes, sir. If we could pan on that. See what White Hat has to say about that.
Yeah, let's get a shot of the white hat there, Lucas. So holding on the white hat, on the white hat. The white hat calls holding on North. So it's 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Spot of the foul is wherever they throw the flag. So they're going to go back 10 yards from there. 6:06 left to go here in the first quarter. Man, Heights needs a stop.
We do. We need some.
I think we made them punt twice, but other than that, they have scored from long distance. 24-yard gain, 53-yard gain, 45-yard gain.
Yeah, we need ourselves a couple of little breakthroughs so we can just, keep pushing, man. This will be an intense game for both teams, I feel like.
Here is Joe Williams right up the gut again. Garrett Dempsey, number 27, with the tackle. Joe Williams picks up a gain of about 6 yards. Joe Williams was on the carry. Dempsey was on the tackle.
That's my bad.
Yeah, Dempsey was on tackle. Looks like Heights called the timeout. Looks like they're going to try to see if we can't get them to punt it at least and save some time. See if we can't get some more points here in the first quarter or in the first half. Got to be one of the highest first halves I've seen in a long time by both teams. I've seen some scores where Heights has put it on somebody quite a bit, but never both teams scoring at will right now. I'm sure Jared didn't think he'd have to score more than 30 points to win this game, but he's going to have to definitely do that for sure because the defense is just having a hard time stopping this wing T offense in North. And Joe Williams and Jaquan Stewart, number 43, and then they passed the ball to Stewart a couple times, passed it to number 4 also, which was I don't think it was number 4. It was number 2, Dominic Simmons. That's who caught that other long pass.
Yeah, I'm looking back at North's record, and it seems like they've only climbed on their scores. It seems like that Southeast game, 38-51. So we're going to expect
high-scoring game from North especially coming into this.
Here we go. Second down and about 3 or 4. Shotgun formation. Angel Martinez looks like he's ready for the snap, and he's going to drop back and pass. A quick little out route.
Ooh, just couldn't get on it.
Intended for Jaquan Stewart, number 43. Garrett Dempsey, number 27, right there on the pressure of Jaquan Stewart. Going to bring up about 3rd and 3. Stops the clock. Good thing for the Falcons because I think that's what they wanted to do. They called the timeout just a moment ago. Now, big play right here. Going to have to definitely try to stop them.
Yeah, they're just running through. I feel like our strategy right here is to just kind of run the clock as much as possible and then get it on the second half.
Well, I think we're going to try to stop the clock and get the ball back so we can try to go up a little bit more. But
that's true. Oh, there's
not
a flag
sure what
on the
happened
play
right here.
At about the 29.
They're going to call off sides on Heights, maybe line it up in the neutral zone.
Dingle talking to number 48.
We get the white hat here, Lucas. Anytime there's a penalty, Lucas, you want to try to get the white hat. There you go.
Fingal's getting a little aggravated here.
Oh,
on
sure
number
he
48.
is. I'm not sure who he's talking to.
It was number 48 that he was.
I think he's
on.
saying something. If you notice number 48, he's got his pants pulled up way over his knees. You can't have that. They got to be below the knees. So that's illegal. It's actually an illegal suit. You can't have that.
I did not know this.
Yes, you have to have knee pads below the knees.
Very particular. It must be a
Here
safety
is a
issue or something.
shift. So they're going to shift over. Defensive linemen don't see it at all. They don't shift, and they run the counter.
Not prepared for that.
Catches Heights by surprise. The linebackers might have been aware of it. The defensive line didn't move at all. Maybe that was the game plan this week going into it. I'm sure they've seen that on the game plan and the film where North switches everybody, brings in the receiver and lines him up as tight end. And now we've got 2nd and 7 for the Falcons.
Yeah, North is a very unpredictable team I'm seeing as we're going through this.
They got a lot of little wrinkles, don't they?
Yes.
That's the wing T stuff. You just, like I said, you don't ever know where they're going to go with that with the ball. Pass, play action, back going the other way to Angel Martinez. Pass is good.
Down on the 28. Stop made by, that was at number 19.
About a 37-yard gain to Angel Martinez. Now that's the quarterback that caught that. And Jaquan Stewart threw that ball.
We are mixing it up today.
So they've got a lot of wrinkles right there. And North is just going down the field, marching it.
We're going to have to make a stop here soon.
Coach Dingle calling the defenses down there to the defense, see if he can communicate that. Get a stop.
Oh, flag on the
flag
play.
on the play.
And he goes right down through.
And we almost, so that was number 25, but I think it's coming back.
Yeah, I didn't see who that was on. Not very good at
Isaiah Jackson. Not sure what the penalty was.
I didn't see it.
But it looks like it's going to be on Heights. Let's stick with the white hat, Lucas. So the touchdown is good for the Redskins. That was Isaiah Jackson. Is that right? Number 25, isn't that what I said?
Yep.
Yeah, 25. And that was about a 30-yard touchdown run.
I was really just kind of hoping to be on North and just be like, oh, well, got to do it over again.
That's kind of what I thought, too, because North kind of stayed back. They weren't sure right there. Again, North going for 2 points. And they're going to pick it up, getting into the end zone. 41, go up by 7 points. So 41-34. Up by 7, the Redskins. 4:31 left to go here in the second quarter. We'll go to another commercial. What are we going to go back to? Back to Powder Puff. All right. All right, and we're back. A little bit more Powder Puff football for you. We'll try to bring up some more of that Powder Puff football maybe during halftime. Like I said, we got homecoming coming up.
We got some performance by the Pommies and maybe the band.
Maybe the band. We're not sure. We'll see here. 41-34. Heights down by 7. Did not expect this score at halftime for sure. I expected maybe something like this at the end of the game.
Well, let's see if we can pick up a touchdown before the
half
is over.
So that was number 19 on the catch.
What was that, number 2 on the tackle? Number 2.
Malik Little.
Dominic Simmons.
Malik Little is one of the upbacks. He catches that and returns it for just a couple yards.
Yeah, just I'm noticing that like Heights is making, or not Heights, North is making quite a few change-up. I'm looking at this tackle lineup.
There's so many guys on the
Wow, there's
because they're all over the place on the tackle chart.
Yeah,
and then you have
every one of their guys are playing 2 positions.
Yes, Almost most of them do. Heights doesn't have very many guys playing both ways. We have a couple guys that do that, but most of the time we're playing one at a time. Here's Josh Sanders on the toss out right. Josh is going to break it.
Breaking through.
Makes another
Makes a
little
tackle.
move. Got to hold on to the ball.
Stop.
He does.
Stop made, but not after quite a gain.
Looks like it's going to be about a 35-yard carry for Sanders.
Man, he is working. He's doing it.
35-yard run for Sanders right there. We're going to have to definitely add up the stats here. I need to have a little, maybe if I had a spreadsheet and I could plug them in or something, tell me how many they have.
Yeah, that requires computers.
More computer stuff, right? That's all we need is more cables. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Falcons on about the 31-yard line. And they're going to give it to Hanks. I believe that's Hanks at the left L spot. Running ISO right up the middle.
Yep.
For about a 6-yard gain. That's only about his fifth carry of the night. Josh, like I said, Sanders has been the workhorse for the Falcons for sure. Heights offense has been doing a great job of moving the ball down the field. I mean, they've had that one fumble. And here's Josh again on the midline, bouncing around.
That was a bit of just kind of a hassle there.
So
Josh right in the middle.
Not
of
sure if Depperschmidt should have pulled that one or not. Hard to read sometimes from up here unless you see it from the end zone, unless you see the replay. But I think they're going to give Josh with maybe about a 1-yard carry on that
I don't really
one.
see too much of a gain, but
That's probably about his smallest carry. I don't think he's ever got a negative yard. Brings up about 3rd and 4 for the Falcons. Gonna give it to Sanders up the gut again. Nice little move to the
breaks that
outside.
tackle down on the 3, I believe, or maybe the 4. That was
That's about a
good
20-yard gain for Sanders. Gonna be about the ball about the 4-yard line.
and he's right out the gate. He's just going.
So that's just their little belly toss. Kind of they're putting in motion for one direction, kind of trying to get north and maybe think that it's outside toss, and they just hit it up inside. And gonna call maybe a timeout. Looks like
by
North is gonna call a
North's
timeout.
last timeout.
Is that their last timeout of the
Yes,
night?
sir.
Okay, so Heights still has 2 more timeouts
2 more,
left.
Yes. We are.
So there's a good look right there of the Heights offense.
There we go. Yep, I'm just really wondering if this is how this game is going to turn out. There's quite, the high scoring that we've mentioned before, and just the back and forth. I've really noticed there's a whole lot of stuff, and I think we're panning over to North over here, and here we are coming in.
There's a good look at the North team. Number 9 quarterback Martinez and their coaching staff.
And we're panning back over to the play.
They're pretty casual. They were in shorts. Heights coaches in pants and slacks. I like the classic look of the slacks and the pants myself.
Looks a little more professional. But
yeah,
it is a hot day.
It is a hot day.
I'm more of a comfortable style guy myself, but
here we go. Midline to Josh. Depperschmidt keeps it. Going to call offsides, I believe, on North. White hat Lucas.
tidy on the white head.
See what the penalty is.
It's a flag on the 5.
Yep, offsides on the defense right there. So that'll be about half the distance of the goal. Then we're going to put it about the 2 or the 3 yard line, about the 2.5. See if we can punch it in here from 3. I think we moved early. Now we're going to move it back. Yep.
There we go.
North does one thing, and we think we get it, and then we go backwards. Now, the problem is that's a false start, so that's a 5-yard penalty. And against North, since we're that close, it was only a 2.5-yard penalty. It's just the way it works sometimes. So now we're going to be back on about the 8-yard line, 7-yard line or so.
Something
It was on the left side. I'm not sure exactly who was the false start. Look, we're going to go trips to the top side here. So tight end left, slot left. And they're just going to go belly, and nobody gets number 51. Like, completely just left him alone.
Wow, he was right. Josh was all in an island by himself. I didn't know what happened there.
That was Anthony Todd. Heck of a play by Anthony Todd. He came right through the middle. Number 51.
Number 51.
Number 51, Anthony Todd. And I want to say that's, well, not the first loss. It's only the second loss of the night for the Falcons. And they're probably going to, they got a corner blitz, and here comes Josh on the outside. Can we get everybody sealed? Josh is going to try to get in the end zone down about the 1 yard line.
Oh, and the refs say it's no good.
So they're going to be down at the 1. I think that's going to bring up 3rd down and 1. So just, yeah. They had a corner. They had a blitz from the top side, and Heights had the right call made, and they went toss going the other way. Corner was coming off the edge, and here we go. They might maybe a quarterback sneak, maybe down there that close. Not sure what they got here. I don't do we have a nose guard? I don't even see anybody lined up on the nose. You might just go quarterback sneak, and that's exactly what they do.
Go right in for the touchdown.
Dylan Depperschmidt with the 1 yard carry. So Dylan Depperschmidt has 2 touchdowns on the night. And Heights is going to have the opportunity to tie it up.
There we go on the 1-pointer. Looks like number 16 Clausen is going to come in and go in for the kick. And here we come in showing this final extra point of the night probably. And it is good. What a half, and we're just getting started here. So I think that North is going to go in on the try to get one more attempt on a score, run it down through the series, and then we will see a performance from the Pommies, and we will see the homecoming royalty come in and show themselves. Coach Kelly here left over here to go coach the Pommies. He's also the dance director as well as our commentator. And so I will be covering for him. And so here we're coming down the line. Just a simple little kick to, hopefully we can get it as, make the stop and just take the ball back. Up here, the band is playing some nice, loud stuff. And there goes the kick, real deep to about midfield or middle line, whatever it's called. And that's about probably a 10-yard gain, but there goes the flag on the play. See if we can get a decision on that. The white hat coming on through. Seems to be talking to number 56. That is holding on the returning team. So that'll be penalty for the Redskins. But we will be coming on down. We'll see how North goes. Maybe Falcons can make a stop here, and we'll just be able to keep coming. Oh, and it looks like the band indeed is coming down for a performance. I can see him, probably not you on the track, around the track, but we're going to focus on football. We don't care about the band right now. And here comes, ooh, I didn't see that at all. That's just a throng of people. Wow. Looks like he was running just right down the middle line and got a good stop. No loss, no gain. Just real nil. Is that looks like quite a few substitutions on North, and wow, we are getting back and forth. And Heights is just chilling, man. They're just chilling. And here comes down the snap. Shotgun formation, number 9, throwing it deep and just over everyone's head. Whoa, that was a big flag. You can see there was some attitude in that flag throwing. He was like, yep. Let's see what happened down there. I didn't really see anything, but all I saw was a nice incomplete pass. See what that decision is on the white hat coming on through. I didn't really see anything. I'm not one for catching flags here. And it sounds like a something for number 3, Wichita Heights, but I think we're just gonna roll with it. None too much going down. And it looks like we're batting shotgun. Number 9, Angel, coming on through. Ooh, fake that throw. Oh, wow, that was totally faked me out. Number 43 on the run for about probably a 5-6 yard gain. That was number 5 on the stop. Delias Smith. I totally butchered that name. Nope, I'm pretty sure I got it right. I'm sorry, Mr. Smith, for if I got that name wrong. And that is the end of the half. And we are back to the locker rooms for both teams, and we are starting with the band performance, and then we'll have again some pommies, and then maybe we'll show out the homecoming royalty. All right, and this is Caleb Bartlett signing off.
Trying to find a way to again put three phases of football together within our offensive, our defensive, and our kicking game. And I believe we started to do that last week, but it just wasn't good enough, and we have to find ways to continue to get better and find ways to finish off games. Our team did a great job of responding. They know that we improved from week 1 to week 2 to week 3, and now we're going to try to improve again moving forward to week 4. The overtime loss exactly, wasn't exactly what we wanted. We wanted to come out of there. That's what we prepared for. That's what we work hard for. That's why we run. That's why we condition. That's why we do all of those things on and off the field to make sure that when we get in those situations that we're able to be on the other end of that the next time. Yes, they are. Well, our junior varsity and our freshman team have some very talented players on offense, very talented players on defense. The future is very, very bright. Those guys are doing a great job of competing. I believe the freshmen are undefeated and our JV has one loss, and it was a very close and competitive game. But, all of our guys are doing a great job of working at every single level. We've even done a great job at the varsity level. We just haven't been able to win. And that's not the expectation that we want, is to just be competitive. We want to be on the other end of those games. Winning is our goal and what we want to be about. North is a very physical football team. They'll be a very tough opponent. They're a little bit similar to us. They like to run the ball. They play really hard and really fast defensively, and it'll be a tough game. We'll have to do a great job of making sure that our kids are prepared and focused and ready to go out and compete for 4 quarters versus North.
At 0-2 to start the year. This program's been at the top of the heap for a long time, but when you come out and you play 2 of the top teams in the state.
2 wide, 2 slot look. Going to do a little play action.
Today we interviewed some students and gave them some questions that they were not prepared for.
And we gave them some questions of activities they were not in.
And they had to make up the facts. This is out of context.
What's your name? I'm Tiger. Tiger? Okay, I'm Hunter. It's nice to meet you. What are you guys' names?
Shamaya. Nisha.
What's your latest project in pottery?
I'm not in pottery.
You're not in pottery?
How did you feel about Broadway and Blue Jays last week? How did you guys do?
I don't know.
Choir, man. Aren't you in choir?
No.
We just wanted to ask you a few questions about how your performance was on the lacrosse team.
On the what? Wait, what's the lacrosse thing?
Latest project in pottery?
Making my grandma an urn.
An urn?
Mm-hmm.
What songs did you guys sing? How was it?
I can't really remember at the moment. I had a football game. I got hit pretty hard.
Oh. What is your favorite piece of equipment in lacrosse? How do you? What do you mean? Should you're supposed to do you have certain kind of equipment. So what's kind of your favorite brand of equipment to have?
Nike.
What's the pottery teacher's name?
I don't know.
It's Miss Kwasinski, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
What's your coach's name again?
Kirchmer.
Thank you, Mr. Kirchmer, for your just epic season on the lacrosse team, and I just hope that.
Yeah, appreciate you. We're gonna have a nice season this year. Nice season.
Thank you.
We're not really thinking about being 0-3 right now. We're just thinking about making sure that we're prepared for this next game, a really good opponent.
the difference that we practice in, because we do not practice together. We practice on our different teams. And
Shot by Kobe.
Oh, looks like we have
That's in there. And welcome back from the second half as we get this thing underway. Looks like North will be kicking off to the south.
To Heights.
Number 2, yeah, they're kicking to the south. Jaden Hamilton is deep, but they're not going to kick it to him. They're going to go short. And just goes down with no, who's that? Number 21, I believe, Javon Martin.
And number 6, Bryson Tuggle with the stop.
First half stats for the Falcons, leading rusher, 4 touchdown runs for Josh Sanders at 208 yards, according to me. Not official, but that's what I got in the first half. Number 24, Adrian Patterson, second with 81 yards, and he's got one of those was a 52-yard touchdown run. So for the Redskins, we'll talk about that later here as we get ready to go. So it looks like they're going to come out and trips over here to the left side, tight end left also, and they're going to give it right to Josh, going right up the middle.
Breaks throughs. There we go.
Breaks
down the
through
field.
the tackle, foot race to the
Looks like he's got a
touchdown.
couple stragglers, but he's going in. He's in.
That'll way to start the second half
Yeah,
for
there
the
we
Falcons.
go. That's what we needed right there. We just needed a little bit like a woo. We're still in.
67 yards for the Falcons, and Josh Sanders as he starts the second half. So definitely added on to that. There's Josh Sanders running right there, getting little fives from Coach Eckert and Coach Dingle right there, giving a little love. So, man, like I said, I had 208 yards in the first half, and he just added another 67 right there. So here's the extra point to go up by 7. Caden Clausen.
Looks like a flag on the play. I didn't really see that. I was watching the screen and it's a little. And it looks like White Hat's coming in. We're going to see him. False start on the offense. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
No, that's right. False start.
False start.
They'll retry, so that's just a 5-yard penalty, and they'll retry the kick. I didn't see who was jumping right there.
All right. Yeah, I didn't catch it.
And here comes the extra point. Now we get to see the kick up and wait for the officials.
It's good.
It's good. So Caden Clausen adds the extra point.
There we go.
So first play of the second half. Great start for the Falcons. We're not going to take time for a commercial, man. That was, holy cow. I told you someone was going to score more than 50. Right now we just scored
We're
the first.
48.
48.
It's not even close to being done yet.
No, 8:40. The problem is, I've seen a lot of games being close to being done by 9 o'clock, and we're just now starting the second half. Last week's overtime game was faster than this.
Yeah, this
but
is
with
crazy.
so many scores, there's just the clock stops so much.
Yeah, it's 8:47 here in the press box, and yeah, we're just getting to the heat of the game.
Caden Clausen going to kick it off again into the with the win this time. Let's see if he can boot this thing into the end zone.
Get a big one.
Caden Clausen with the kick. And that one's
down
going to
we
go
way
into
deep
the
in
end zone for a touchback.
That was like past the end zone, man. Clausen has a machine for a leg. That is one kick. Real good one. And here we are in for North starting their plays, and we're just, like I'm saying, we're just getting started. Looks like we're conferring a little bit for the huddle until we get in. Yeah, that was a real quick huddle. I've noticed that for North a lot. They have these quick huddles, quick plays, just unpredictable, really. It's crazy. I've said that like 3 times. And a fumble on the play, and you recover at number 10.
That was Joe Williams.
Man, just like a little catch, but he got it right back.
So shotgunning, you like you said, you couldn't
Good dumb.
Sorry. Someone was trying to come in here and steal one of our chairs.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, these are press box chairs. Sorry, buddy. You go sit in the stands.
Exactly. we got a bunch of chairs for you. They even got backs. We got some nice chairs. And there
Toss.
goes.
Looks like they're going to play action pass. Going to dump it out there to Jaquan Stewart, who catches it.
Breaks a few tackles. Comes down like a
Good
five-man
little shot
tackle.
right there. I think that was Garrett Dempsey, number 27.
Crazy.
We'll try to stick with Garrett Dempsey going, nope, we're not going to stick with Garrett Dempsey. So number 43, Jaquan Stewart, he comes up a little limp right there.
There's our Heights defense. That was a real nice stop, honestly. Did some good stuff. And yeah, it seems like we're finally slowing them down. They might be petering out a little bit, but I may be mistaken. I don't know. Oh, false start. Number 70. That was just bad on his part, man. Seems to be he knew what he was doing, and then he just knew that he made a mistake, and yeah, it's just a mistake that every player has to make. It's made by, yeah.
And yeah, just a silly penalty as they jumps off sides. Now that brings up 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2 actually. And they're going to pick up the first down and then some. Pickup of about 12 yards there for, I think that was number 10.
Stop made by number 5, Delai Smith.
10 for the Joe Williams picks up another 10 yards. He got 95 yards at the half. So now he's probably well over the 100-yard mark with that about 15-yard carry right there.
Well, looks like we're back in it. We're back in the heat of the game.
So we got 48-41, 9:56 left to go here. There's fake reverse this time to Jaquan Stewart and a couple tackles right there and made by number 19, Malik
19
Little.
Saw that.
Malik Little was the first defender there for the Falcons.
He's leading in tackles
Is
for
he?
the Heights. He's had 5 tackles. And
Malik
that's
Little, good.
really the highest for the game.
What's Dempsey got? Dempsey's their leading tackler. Dempsey's number 27.
27, yes. He's had a total of 2 tackles
2
for right now.
All right.
I don't know. I have been not doing so well with the tackles, so we'll just kind of see how it is.
We're not sure. You're not official then, right?
I'm not official, no.
If you were keeping stats for the team, they wouldn't hire you.
No, definitely not.
Around the end is Joe Williams.
That's a close first down. There,
I think he's got it. I think he's got it. Gain about 12 right there on 1st and 10. He picks up 12. Ice just doesn't have the speed to get to the outside on defense. Here's a good look right there at the defense. Good shot right there by Hunter. Hunter's got our close-up view this half. Nick has got the wide view. This half, we got Lucas on the scoreboard and first down markers, stuff like that. And they snap the ball. There's nobody. Looks like North didn't know they snapped it. And everybody else, the lineman didn't even move, but the number 25 was the carry. That was Isaiah Jackson.
Cut made by 81, Marion Wilkins.
That was his first carry, was Jackson. First carry of the second half. First carry of the game, actually.
There we are. And we're coming back up the line. Looks like we got nice.
Second and 9. Going to give it to Joe Williams.
Oh, and we are stopped
Amarion
right there. There's
Wilkins.
a loss.
Amarion Wilkins did a great job. That was number 38.
Great stop.
Owen West.
His buddies were able to come in and help him out, and that was just overall just a great play by the Falcons.
38. Owen West was trying to block Amarion Wilkins, and Amarion Wilkins was just shoving him straight back into the runner.
bullet,
and
man.
Amarion Wilkins makes that play. Going to bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, we'll see how North reacts to this. I don't really. Yep, just run down through and just pray for a first down, really.
Pray for a first down?
Yep.
Don't you have to earn a first down? You have to work to get the first down?
Well, I don't know.
And we got a penalty. You can't hope for a first down.
Okay.
Pray
yeah.
for a first down. I mean, I guess you could pray for a first down, but on the football field,
It's all work.
You got to work, man. You got to work for that first down.
That's true.
You got to put in that work.
I think it looks like
there's a good view of the Heights huddle. And let's see if we get our other camera on North huddle. Yeah, there's the North sideline right there.
I think did North call that timeout?
I
believe they did.
Let's see up on the scoreboard. Yeah, North calls the timeout.
All right, so we'll put that up on our scoreboard here.
So timeout, there you go. You see the bars right below the name, and so that's two timeouts. You show the timeouts left, Lucas, TOL on there? No, there's a TOL button. There's the timeouts left. You don't have to show that all the time, just something to show when the timeouts happen, because other than that, you can see when all those things are.
Nice.
Here we come for the after the timeout. 7:39 left to go here on the clock. Heights has scored on the opening play of the second half, and looks like they're in probably their passing formation. Screen. Oh,
an incomplete pass.
And
That was
almost
an
interception.
By number 90.
Kalen Lowry, did you see him playing the tube at halftime? Big number, Kalen Lowry. Didn't go in and listen to his coaches. He stayed out and played the band.
Man, he is
multi-talented.
Everyone's man. He's doing
Maybe he should have been in there at halftime since we got 41 points scored on us and he's on defense. But he stayed out there. Mr. Kemp and the band. You know, Kalen Lowry puts in his work for the band too, so he's multi-talented playing the tuba and a pretty good defensive lineman.
Man.
Are they going to quick punt? Yep, they're going to punt right there. Nobody's back, so they're going to punt that. And that ball is way out of the way. Pick that. Where'd it go?
I think it went down by.
Okay, there it is. That's the only thing. Like we turned our lights on in here, so now it's kind of hard to see, but we can see our stats on our paper and stuff. But I think that punt was about. They're going to put the ball at about the 32-yard line, so that punt was only like 8 yards.
Yeah. So I think it was.
You could do. Can you kick farther than 8 yards?
Probably. Probably. I hope so. Otherwise, I might have to do some football conditioning here.
There's a good look right there. I was on the sideline, but here comes Heights back running onto the field.
Here we go.
So we got tight end up top, receiver up top, motion away, and they're going to go counter with Hanks going back the other way. Hanks gets tripped up, tackled by number 6.
Number 6, that is his
Brayson Tuggle.
5th tackle of the night.
Number 5 for him?
Yes, tackle number 5. So he is the leading defensive for the North Redskins. And
number 6, yeah, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Number 6, like I said, was Brayson Tuggle, 6'3", 175-pound linebacker. Heights in the trips, 3 receivers down here. Looks like they're also tight end down here, so they're definitely going to probably run this way, and they're going to run Josh on the toss outside, and he's going to cut it up and cut it back.
Yeah, nice.
All the way back across the other side.
Down. Boom. That's out of bounds on the 35. Step was made.
We got a penalty back here.
Oh, I did not see that. Uh-oh.
All the way back
see what the White Hat
here.
has to say about that.
That was about a 30-yard gain. Looks like we're going to bring it back.
But what an amazing play by Josh Sanders. It's really great how he broke through like that. Holding.
There's a good look at the holding penalty from the White Hat there. He called the penalty, so it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Looks like it might have been upfield just a couple of yards. But that's going to push the Falcons back to about second and
14 is what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, I'd call it 2nd and 16. But that's just we're eyeballing it.
I'm looking at the scoreboard here.
He's got second. So here we go.
At the
Trips down
26-yard
here,
line.
tight end down here. Going to run midline. Depperschmidt's going to try to keep it. And that's going to bring up a long 3rd down and long for the Falcons. Depperschmidt picks up about 3.
Tackle was made by, I believe, 56. Or, wait, that's incorrect. Number 70. 70 right there.
Depperschmidt, 54 yards on the night. He had 51 in the first half, and he just gained about 3 back right there. Going to bring up about third and about 14. So let's see what the Falcons dial up here. It's kind of a long, not a great down and distance for the Falcons. They're going to run the counter again with Hanks, trying to run it one too many times. Doesn't get it to go. They pick up nothing. Going to bring up 4th down, probably going to punt it. Always killer when you get a holding penalty.
Yep.
The penalty really hurt him. I mean, we had, it was a gain of about 30 or 40 yards from Josh, but that went to no good because we had a holding penalty, put us back to 2nd and 16 or whatever, and then we don't get anything after that. So we got to punt it away. Good thing we punted with the wind. We'll kick in the ball from about the 28-yard line.
Yes, sir. Yep. Just those small errors. We just need to really work on that. That's a thing that Coach Dingle will probably be focusing on. And a low bomb down.
So about a 55-yard kick right there for Caden Clausen. A couple of Falcons on the tackle.
Flag on the play.
And we got a flag on the play.
Stop made by, I believe, number 34. That is Javen Rainey made the stop, or at least it helped with it. There were quite a few people there indeed. And there's Black Hat picking up that. Looks like that'll be a penalty on receiving team.
So is it what was the penalty? Blocking the back.
Blocking in the back.
That means blocking the back.
Okay.
When you push. I didn't see it.
Don't know my handles yet. I don't know my hand signals yet.
That's all right.
Something I need to work on.
There's a big, huge sheet if you do research for official hand signals. Mm-hmm. They're all there. They got like illustrations and everything, man.
Whoa.
So here we go. I think North only has 10 players on the field.
That's probably not the best.
But they're going to gain a couple of yards right there.
Stop was made by number 19, Mr. Malik Little.
He's leading tackler. He's coming up from this. Is he playing safety? What's it say, number 19 for Malik Little? Is it safety
he is
or
a linebacker.
Linebacker? Okay.
Yep.
And Malik is he's a junior. So I was coaching freshman a couple years ago when I had him his freshman year, and I think he played some safety for me, but no longer coaching. First time not coaching football in 22 years.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Well, it's nice.
It's different.
It's interesting just going from the shift from on the field to commentating off.
Yeah, I enjoy the commentating and being with you, Caleb. It's fun. And last week we had Mr. Pogue. Mr. Pogue was a teacher, former football coach. He couldn't be here tonight, so Caleb said he wanted to try it and doing a pretty good job with this. Still
it
got
looks like a flag on the play, I believe.
Moving back.
Yep.
Or was that
Still
delay of game?
Yes, sir. I believe
think that was the delay of game. Sometimes it's hard for us to hear the call from
the press box.
From the press box. We got our headsets on. We can hear each other, and we can hear a little bit of the crowd. I can turn up the crowd noise.
That'll be helpful.
But I know they don't want to hear too much of the crowd noise, and you never know what somebody's going to say right in front of us. Angel Martinez is dropping back, throwing it, heaving it out to the left.
Man, that was just
intended for Jaquan Stewart.
Last-minute throwaway, really.
And
so
I think that was Javon Martin on the coverage, number 21.
And number 90 as well.
90 was pressuring on the quarterback?
Pressuring on the quarterback, yeah. That's
there
what
you go. Kalen Lowry was pressure on the quarterback.
Number 90 and
so that's going to bring up 3rd and 15. Need to make a stop here, get the ball back. We need to get up by 2 touchdowns. You just never know when North is going to break something, man. They've had four touchdown runs and a receiving touchdown. So that's where they've come all their points, mostly on the ground, but they do have one long touchdown pass. There's Angel Martinez with the drop back, and he's going deep again. Get his head returned, and they're going to call pass interference. As he still had his head, turned his head and everything, but they're going to say he had too much hand pressure.
Coverage
I'm
by
assuming.
Number 21, that's Javon Martin. It was really close. I was trying to trying to predict what was going on. I couldn't
I'm
really
assuming
see
we'll watch
anything.
the white hat here, Hunter. We'll probably pass interference on the defense.
Nope.
Yep. So that's going to be an automatic first down. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down when we had them in 3rd and 13. So.
Well, just how it works.
And those mental mistakes you've been talking about.
Yes, sir. Just
just small little things. It's keeping North here in the game.
Definitely need to be more focused on the ball. I don't think our head's very in the game.
There's a heck of a hit right there. Dempsey lowered his shoulder and put a big smack. I could even hear that from right up here, and that was Joe Williams.
Stop me.
But Dempsey thought nothing of it. He gets right back up. You see most of those Heights Falcons right there is a good look of the defense right there, as they're all looking over the sideline and getting the signal, and then they line back up. They really don't huddle in between plays. They're just getting the sideline call from Coach Dingle or Coach Moss. Moss is also one of their head coaches. He's down there right about the 35-yard line, turning around right there above 41 on the above the scoreboard and our scoreboard on the screen. Counter play, Kalen Lowry chasing it down. Got the speed coming up and really going to knock him back for a loss of about 10 or 12 yards. I say that was Kalen Lowry and maybe number 9
Number
too.
9,
You might give
Hamilton just pushed him into out of bounds. And really, that was great. Just like capitalizing on him, moving back, and just pushing him over to the side.
Caden Lowry kind of broke through right there, and then Jaden Hamilton used his speed because Caden Lowry, he couldn't catch up. Playing the tuba too much.
There we go. There we go. That's a heavy instrument.
Heavy instrument, man. He's got that thing. He wears it all over him. I mean, it's like draped over his whole shoulder and stuff like that. So,
man. It's actually called, in marching band, I learned it's called the sousaphone.
It is?
Yes, it's called the sousaphone. The tuba is in like regular band. Like
when they sit down in that big thing. So what's it called?
Sousaphone. There's number 9 on the tackle.
Sorry, we about missed that. But I think looks like they might have completed that pass for a loss of about 3. Well, I just noticed that looks like North's long snapper is also their quarterback, number 9, Angel Martinez. And we have our long snapper, our quarterback, Dylan Depperschmidt, does all of our long snapping. So, like I said, you usually don't see that very often, but maybe in high school football. Close on, that was Royal Johnson on almost the close punt block.
Josh Sanders.
And then they were going to have a penalty, probably a block in the back or a holding. So Josh was the return, maybe gain of maybe about 1 or so. There's a good look at Josh coming off. And we'll find what this penalty is here right there. We'll stick with the white hat if we can. There he is. Probably block in the back, holding on the return team. That's usually what it is on a return.
Block in the back.
There was. Illegal block in the back. So they're going to back it up to about the 42-yard line, bring up 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
There we go.
Hey, this half is moving a little bit faster.
Indeed it is.
Right, not as much scoring.
Oh, it's 150. I didn't even realize how time went.
Yeah, it's 150 left in the third. We need to score right here.
Oh, yes.
We need a long drive, soak up a lot of clock. I mean, it's after 9 o'clock.
We need us some great
tight
yardage right
formation right here. Going ISO. Good little move right there for Adrian Patterson.
Stop made by 34 again, Ricky Garza. And it's just some real great moving down the field, just inching along. I'm sure this is all in Coach Dingle's good planning. Here's a tight snap right here, down to 20, just midline. Boom, Josh Sanders breaks a couple tackles, coming down the field.
Where's he at? That was from about the 45-yard line.
stopped by
about a 35-yard gain for Josh.
Stopped by Mr. Bishop Britt.
That wasn't actually midline.
That wasn't a midline?
No. You see how the quarterback reversed out and handed off?
All right.
So that we just call that a dive play or a belly play. Not really reading anybody. When the quarterback turns around and is not reading, that's not midline or it's not veer.
It's not midline, guys.
Midline, if I see a midline, I'll let you know. Royal Johnson's coming into the game here. There's ISO right there to Hanks. And Hanks is going to pick up about 5-6 yards.
Yeah, stop was made again by Bryson Tuggle. Bryson or Bryson? We'll ask him after the play.
What's the roster say?
Well, it's Bryson or Bryson. Bryson.
What number?
Number 6.
Oh, yeah.
Leading in tackles.
Probably Bryson.
Probably Bryson.
Okay.
We can ask his parents.
Going in motion, toss outside to Hanks. Everybody's going right. Hanks is going to stay right there on the sideline. Cut back.
And down.
And gets into the end.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Rocket toss to the right by Jalen Hanks, and everybody was out there in front. And that's about a 20-yard gain for Hanks right there. There we go, up by 2. First score is over 50.
3 seconds left in the third quarter.
3 seconds left in the first quarter. Perfect.
Third quarter.
Yeah, you're right. Third quarter. I'm sorry. I got to look down at my scoreboard. It says third. Here comes Caden Clausen. So Hanks picks up his first touchdown of the night. Caden Clausen on. Every point is crucial right now, and he misses it. Hits the upright. You didn't see it because it was way up there. But Caden Clausen misses. Instead of being up by 14, up by 13. Hopefully that don't come back and haunt us here with 3 seconds left to go in the third quarter. We'll take a quick commercial, and we'll take how about a little soccer interview.
I think the season's going pretty well. I'm happy with how we started, and I think we'll be very good this year. There's always room for improvement, definitely on our transitioning, and we just got a lot of work to keep doing. I'm looking forward to making some history for our school, getting our name out there, trying to win a regional championship, and trying to qualify for state.
The season's going great. We have been improving a lot.
And we're back here, so here's Caden Clausen kicking off. Do we have Caden Clausen kicking off?
Yes, sir.
Where's my wide view on Caden Clausen kicking off? Still don't have Caden Clausen kicking off. There we go. There's Caden Clausen kicking off, but we got a lot of the stands.
Boom.
Down to the
there we go.
About the 5-yard line off of one guy, down to the next.
There he goes down the sideline. Stop was made by
84, Justin Myers.
84. That is his first tackle of the night.
84. Justin Myers is usually plays tight end, but he's there on kickoff team, and he gets the first tackle. And we are in for the fourth quarter.
There we go.
We'll go back and watch that volleyball commercial.
The season's going great. We have been improving a lot since last year, and I think we can get better as the season goes on. Definitely, we need to take things a little bit more seriously. Like, when we get down, we get really down, and we just need to improve on better attitudes, keeping the positivity around on the court and off the court. I'm looking forward to getting closer to everybody. Last year was, for me at least, was more of trying to get more wins instead of actually trying to enjoy the experience of being a team together.
Hey, we just saw you, Caleb.
Yep, that was me right there. That was me right there, just in my banana shirt. That's my favorite shirt.
What was that for?
Oh, that was probably for.
Was that our intro? Or was that our?
That was our
funny.
That was our funny video of last week's. Was it Studio H?
Yeah. So we also do, besides our live streaming of the game, we have kind of a weekly or a bi-weekly TV show that we do of a lot of Heights events, and we interview people and stuff like that. So that's kind of our digital media class. I've got two hours of that, and a lot of these guys are all in
decision.
Well, it's first hour. Who's in first hour?
First hour. Pretty much all of us.
Pretty much all in first hour, right?
Yep.
Nick's in sixth. Nick is in sixth. So we got one 6th-hour student, and everybody else is in first hour here. So
yeah. So that specific video we were about to watch was Out of Context, which was a video.
I think we watched it earlier.
We did watch it. Yes, it was where we interviewed some students about.
It was kind of funny. Tell them about it.
We were interviewing some students about some. We would interview them, and we basically say, "Hey, can you do this? Can you just say that you're in this like specific sport or like extracurricular activity?" And they weren't in it, and so they would just kind of have to like make up what they were doing on the spot. There was some really great, just awesome footage of that. I was super excited to do that.
It was
That
funny.
really
It
fun.
was good stuff.
It was so funny. And that was me, Quintasia, and Hunter that were on that team that were doing that. It's 1st and 15, number 10.
Joe Williams around the edge.
And stop is made by Jaden Hamilton.
Joe Williams got a lot of speed, man. He gets to the outside, and he didn't really want to go out of bounds too much, so he lowered his shoulder and got a couple extra yards right there. Gain of about 15 right there.
At the 50.
At the 50, straight up at the 50-yard line. 11:29 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Are we right? Perfect on the time by Lucas. 1st and 10 at the 50. Just need a stop or two. If we can get up by 3 touchdowns, I think we would be pretty good. I don't think this is. I don't think we have this game won by at all. We're up only by 13. Here comes a reversed Jaquan Stewart. He comes one way, cuts it back, gain of about 3.
Yes, sir. The stop was made by 92, Armani Ammons.
How many tackles Armani have?
That is the second tackle.
Second tackle for him. What about the rest of the defensive line? Number 90, what's he got?
Number 90 here
Caden
has
Lowry.
3 tackles.
Philip Pickens, does he have?
Philip?
Number 99?
Number 99. I do not see him on my roster.
He has. No. Well, he's on the roster.
Or no, on my.
Yeah,
on
he's
my,
not on the sheet. I'm looking down there, and he's down there on the sideline, maybe not playing this game. I don't know if I've seen Philip Pickens. Play action pass, wide open. Nobody was able to pick up Jaquan Stewart. Thank goodness the ball was overthrown.
Pass is intended for 43, Mr.
That's what I just said.
Okay, that's my bad.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So it brings up about 3rd and 15. There's a good look of the defense, all the defensive players from Heights looking over here. Brings up 3rd and 7. See if North runs a little play action pass. What are they going to do? They're just going to go Joe Williams right up the middle, and he picks up the first down, lowers his shoulder, and gets about 7. And needed about 6, but got 7 and picks up a first down. He's a good, hard runner. Joe Williams, 5'9", 170-pound running back / DB.
Yep.
Our guys are getting a little tired.
Yes, I would understand. I mean, we just got back and forth. Looks like a soccer match. It's crazy.
Yeah, so many points scored. I haven't seen this points scored in a Heights North game in forever.
It's crazy.
Snap right to Joe Williams, right up the middle. He's going to gain about 7 yards before we finally bring him down.
And stop made primarily by number 19 again.
That's Malik.
Mr. Malik Little.
I saw Malik Little at the pep assembly today. He was out there throwing out some T-shirts.
There we go.
Would you guys like the pep assembly today?
It was pretty. Yeah.
No, you didn't even go?
I was in the holding room. I was doing my homework.
You wanted to do your homework instead of going to the pep assembly.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm that kind of kid.
Here comes reverses Jaquan Stewart. Kalen Lowry with a sack.
Made.
Well, not really a sack.
Well, just a
tackle for loss.
Right.
Because the quarterback didn't have the ball.
I didn't catch who that was.
That was Kalen Lowry.
Okay,
number 90.
Number 90, Caden Lowry. Big man. He's doing it.
So it brings up about 3rd and about 7. Third and 7. Going to try a fake reverse. Ooh. Joe Williams throws it.
That was just a last-saving throw. That would have been crazy if that was, like, caught or something. Whew. Yeah, that was just a wild play. I don't know what North was thinking there, but it was some crazy stuff.
Well, they tried to do a, like a fake reverse, like they ran that reverse to number 43, Jaquan Stewart, and then they ran a play action pass, but I couldn't see who was there to make the try to make the pressure. And North is going to go for it with about 4th and about 6 or 7 yards here.
4th and 8 is official.
And they're going to go play action pass
Deep
over the top,
down.
deep incomplete pass.
Overthrown.
So turnover on downs for the Falcons. Heights defense finally gets a stop.
That was
great.
Real good pass pressure by number 5, Delilah Smith.
There's a bunch of high fives right there on the sideline. Good look right there. And here's Jared Att getting the offense ready to go. Depperschmidt's going to stay in there. Looks like Josh is going back in. I know Josh came out a couple times on that last series.
This is really what we need, Coach, is just a real great opportunity to make a breakthrough, get some good points on the board.
Well, we definitely need to make sure that we try to hold the ball and not turn it over. I think we've had 2 fumbles this game, and we've got to continue to hold on to the ball. They're going to go toss outside to Jalen Hanks, and he's going to cut it up inside.
Oh, cut off there by our scoreboards. My bad. Not my bad.
So there's a good look at Jalen Hanks right there, getting up. Number 40, Coach Eckert, doing a little coaching right there on the sideline with number 24, Adrian Patterson. Adrian Patterson, I think, was the R. Probably didn't get his block. And looks like we're going to go little wide formation possibly here. Here comes Jaden Hamilton, number 9, coming into the game. Now, we're going 2 wide receivers. So Hamilton comes out of receiver. Rolando Reed's up top. Going to go in motion, little play action pass over the top. Wide open. Wide open to Jaden Hamilton, and he drops it.
That was in. That was
great call right there by with the 2nd and short. That's what you want to do. It's a great call by Coach Jared Att. Did a little play action pass, and Jaden Hamilton came into the game, and he was just running a seam right up the middle of the field, and incomplete pass went right through his hands. I think he just got a little excited. Oh man. Well, brings up 3rd and 1, so hopefully we can pick up the first down. What do you bet they give to Josh Sanders here on this play?
Yeah.
Nope. Going to give it to John Randall. He's going to
break that. That would have been
broke that tackle.
Breakaway. That would have been crazy. Number 34, Ricky Garza made that 5th tackle of the night. It's kind of our.
John Randall picks up about 12 yards there on that carry.
Man.
Only needed 3rd and 1, and he almost broke it.
It looked like he was going to go for it.
One guy away.
Man, that would have been down the line too.
So Randall stays in there, freshman playing the L slot. Hanks at the right slot. Overloaded down here to this side. They're going to give it to Randall on the outside. He cuts it. Pretty good little run there.
9-10 yards, I believe.
Going to give him about 9 yards. Looks like they're going to bring up about 2nd and 1. Is Coach Deardack going to try again to call a play action pass? Probably not. The first one didn't go too good. Looks like they're going to 2nd and 2. They're going to go 2nd and 2 here. And a counter to Hanks. Doesn't get it to go. That's the fake toss one way, counter going back the other way. Hanks gets maybe a loss of 2 yards there. Who was that tackle?
I don't know. I thought it was number 7, but there is no number 7 on the roster.
How about?
So I'm wrong.
I want to say 17
maybe?
No, 70.
70. That probably was what it was. 70? Number 70.
Yeah, D lineman.
Mr. Bishop Britt is 4th tackle of the night. That's my fault. It's just really kind of hard to see up from this press box, and there's no.
So they got to hurry up. They got 3 seconds left to go, and they're going to call timeout.
3 seconds.
Well, a couple seconds left to go on the. They called timeout. So that Heights calls a timeout on that one. There's a good look right there of Heights. And Coach Jarrett, I was trying a different formation. Looks like they lined up one way, and then Orlando Reed had to come on from the other side.
Yep.
We'll go with a commercial. We're going to go, what have we not shown yet? Scroll down over there. I think we've shown pretty much everything, haven't we? We've shown pretty much everything. We'll just stick with it because we're right back at it. Where are we at? Fourth quarter, 6 minutes left. Heights needs a drive for sure. You hear the band playing.
Getting loud.
Got the drummers
Coming
going
through.
down there. Hunter, can we get a shot of the drummers?
Oh, man, he is enthusiastic. Good big man.
Here's ISO to Randall. He's getting up there. He definitely gets the first down.
Number 51 made that stop.
Couldn't find the drummers. No big deal.
Mr.
We're
Anthony
all right.
Todd.
So what that does pick up a first down, keeps the clock moving. As soon as they get the chains reset, they'll restart the clock. Trips to the left. Going to be a little bit of a midline
on
right
the
there.
play,
See
it
the
looks
difference
like.
right there? He just opens up and he's looking like he's reading somebody. And Josh is running straight ahead. So that's
There
what they
you
call a
go.
midline.
All right.
When he runs straight ahead.
I
We
understand.
might have to turn off all these lights, huh?
There's so many miles.
Yeah,
in
let's
here.
turn off the lights because all the bugs are. I look up and there's bugs flying around, flying in my face. We'll see if they go away now that we don't have any lights on in here.
You know, I think it's just that they just want to watch the show too. They just want to see everything. And there's Coach Kelly throwing away the bugs.
There was a bug in here.
Oh my
And
goodness!
I
Here,
pick
here
it
he
up off
comes
the
back.
window
Wachoo!
and throw it out. There we go.
There he goes.
5:30 left to go here. Let's see if Heights can keep this thing rolling. Trips to the left, tight end to the right.
Coach Kelly, bug vigilante.
And they're going to go play action pass, giving it to Randall out there. Good little move.
That's a nice catch.
He stays
He
on
almost
his
dropped
feet.
that. That was a close one down on the 13. Stop made by number 11, I believe.
So a good little play action pass there for Coach Jarrett as he calls that. And Dylan Depperschmidt doesn't make a great throw, but John Randall makes a great catch.
Yeah, that was a really
right there.
good
Might have been a
save.
little bit behind him, but he does get it to the wide open guy. John Randall picks it up and looks like we're down at about the, where are we at, about 14-yard line.
Yes, sir. Here he comes.
Toss right. Jalen Hanks sticking it in there. Gonna gain down to about the 4.
Big old pile up over there.
And it's Jalen Hanks is getting up slow. Now bugs are flying all over me.
They're getting revenge.
I
That's
just
what's going
flew
on.
one off of me and threw it out the window.
They're getting revenge.
I don't know if we have a couple people down in front of us, but
Throwing bugs at
they're
them.
quite a ways away.
Okay.
We got a little bit of walkway between us and the crowd.
Well, hope the bugs don't sue you.
Tight formation for the Falcons. Tight end right, receiver white. Going to give it to John Randall, trying to get into the end zone. He's
Almost
fighting.
there. Oh, that looked
Are they
like a
gonna give it to
touchdown.
him? They're going to say his knee was down. He really wants that touchdown bad.
I thought I saw it right on the live stream, just on the screen. It looked like he was there.
Getting up slowly for the Falcons is offensive lineman number 58, Chase Reed. He got up a little bit slow right there. Maybe they're trying to get the freshman his first offensive rushing touchdown. I don't think he's got a touchdown yet this season. I bet you they give it to him again. One more play, trying to give him a touchdown. And they're going to give him a toss to the outside, and he just runs in
right
there
on
hard.
through.
And there it is,
Touchdown
John
for
Randall's first
22.
touchdown.
There we go.
So John Randall definitely got a bright future here for the Heights Falcons. Look for him to be here for many more years, running that ball.
And
He's got an uncle that played for the Cowboys, had a couple of uncles, and his dad were Southeast products. Really good running backs back in the early 2000s. And now John Randall's a Heights Falcon.
Going for the extra point.
Caden
And
Clausen, is it good?
yes, it is. And we're up by 20.
Didn't get to see him put it through the uprights, but we did see the umpire or the
Call it
referees
good.
hold the hands up. Coach Dingle's giving high fives.
Yeah, I don't know. Are we gonna celebrate yet? I don't really see how North can pull through on this game, but I don't know. Just seems like we're in the bag right now. We have secured the bag. But I'm not one to keep my hopes up for very long.
Look at that view right there, Caleb.
There's so
That's all
many
the bugs from the
Whew.
lights and
That is
everything, man.
Crazy.
Nice humid night here in the fall.
All
Early
these
fall
lights
right
coming
there.
through.
All the lights, man. That's crazy.
That is some amazing.
All right, we're back. I was just looking out to see the score to make sure we were good, and I look up and see all the bugs flying around.
That is crazy.
Up by 20. Looks like I think we might have it under control here with 3:32 left.
Clausen with the kick. Down he goes
So
to
about the 15, drops
dropped
it.
number 15, but he's back on it and recovers. It gets down at about the 28-yard line.
81, Amarion Wilkins there on the coverage for the kickoff team. And who else is down there? Number 5.
Number 5 was also made the
Is that
stop.
Delias? Number 5 is Delias Smith.
Delias Smith, yes, sir.
So Delias Smith, one of the team's captains, he's also down there, still hustling hard late in the fourth quarter. I mean, you almost have to leave your number one offense or number one defense in there. I mean, North has scored in bunches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's no telling what's going to happen, really. Just with this high-scoring game. North could come back. We could.
Didn't they score 41 at half? It was 41 at 41 at half, so they
haven't made any
they
points.
Haven't scored at all in the second half. Is
That's
that fumble?
true.
Stay with that tight view right there. Are they going to call a fumble?
Who are they going to say? Where's the way ahead at? Coming through.
No, they're gonna give it. He was down. I saw one of the players give a kind of a high five to the official. That's R.J. Richard, and that actual official was one of his junior league football coaches. Keith Kinley was up there on the north sideline right there by the first down marker. And here comes the reverse of Jaquan Stewart. High snips it out. Good tackle right there by Delias Smith, number 5, and 48. We haven't called 48's name. Who's 48 for the Falcons? Jaden Caldwell.
Jaden Caldwell. Looks like 19 was on there too, Mr.
Jaden Caldwell has his legs, his pants pulled up so high. I don't know how that's an illegal. I thought they took him out of the game earlier for an illegal.
Yeah, Dingle might have to get on. Uh-oh. Looks like Whitehead man tried to. Yep.
There he is.
There it is. Right.
He doesn't even have any knee pads on.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. You can't play like that.
No. Oh, and he just pushed it right back down. Man.
Sophomore.
Gotta love him.
Got to learn his lesson of doing the right thing. He's not doing the right thing. It's the second time he's done that.
Yeah, I think they're going to put him out for the rest of the game. I don't know. That's what I would do if I were coach.
Yes, absolutely.
Give me running laps in the morning.
Joe Williams right up the middle. Nobody there for the tackle. Can the Heights track him down?
Yeah.
And they do.
Oh, that was a break.
Golly.
Man.
That's the scary thing about it. He just breaks that right there, and now.
Boom. Now we're on the 20. Or 23 or something.
25?
23, 25. Yep, 25. Yeah, that's crazy. Whoa, that was
about a 35-yard gain right there.
That is crazy.
Brings it to about to the 25-yard line. That was Joe Williams. Called his number many times tonight. He gets another long run. And let's see if the Heights Falcons can make a stop again. Need a stop here with 2:17 left to go.
Definitely a turnover.
Play action pass.
Oh,
Gonna reverse
looks like
his
he's getting
field.
the pressure. And down it goes, deep, and that's an incomplete pass. Sorry you didn't get to see that there, but it was down on the deep corner.
Yep.
And
intended for, you can kind of see it as they're walking back right there. Jaden Hamilton, number 9 right there, and I'm not sure who the guy from North. There's also number 9, Angel Martinez, went out for the pass.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you think that was a touchdown, but it's just these like overthrows. that's what we're getting here. Just overthrow after overthrow. That's what's happening. So, yep. Number 25.
Isaiah Jackson right up the middle.
Down by number 27.
They did put 48 back in there. Finally, he has his, look, you can see it right there. See how high his pants were earlier. They pulled his knee pads down, and
there we go.
You get to play. You
back
don't get to play if you have the illegal uniform.
I mean,
and so they're going to stick him in.
Give him a third chance.
Give him another chance. We're up by 20. You want to try to get some guys going here. Some of the young guys, a little bit of experience, up by 20 here. See if we can't hold them out of the end zone, not make it 7. Because if they score here, definitely they'll probably go for an onside kick. So that's the thing about it.
Yeah, we need to make a stop.
3rd and 9, and they're going to call a rollout. Angel Martinez.
Wide open.
Wide
34.
Open.
Wow.
Touchdown.
Right in the touchdown.
Whose guy was that?
I have no idea. It was just like a whole space that wasn't covered.
Well, that's just a simple, looks like a simple out route by the number 2 receiver. The number 1 receiver from the outside, he took a deep route. And the number 2 receiver just kind of took an out route, and there was nobody there on the coverage. And now North, you would think that they would go for, well, we're up by 20. So now they're up by
14.
Up by 14 right now.
Looks like we're going for the 2-point conversion. That's what
they're going to call
timeout. North
call timeout? Heights call timeout?
I don't know. Someone. Probably just icing it. Might be North. On the scoreboard,
what's it say?
Doesn't say anything yet, but it says it's 2-2 for timeouts. So, ref timeout?
I don't know who called the timeout yet.
I
We'll
didn't
watch
see that at all.
Lucas, you watch the timeout up on the scoreboard and see maybe who took that timeout. I think it probably was Heights, I'm assuming, but yeah, there's still 2 timeouts for each team up there on the scoreboard, so I'm not sure who took that timeout.
4th quarter, 1:15 left.
Well, that was the first score for the half for the Redskins. They scored 41 points in the first half, and then they finally scored that touchdown right there on that wide open touchdown pass. We've got a live stream for our soccer game on Tuesday. Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, we'll be out here with a couple other students that are going to help me live stream the soccer game. And I don't commentate at all on soccer. I only do football.
Not a soccer man?
Not a soccer man. I mean, I grew up playing some soccer, but I just don't know enough about it to really talk about it. I played it when I was younger, and it's been so long since I played soccer. And
probably not any league soccer anyways, so it's...
Heights soccer team right now doing pretty good. 7-1. They're rolling out. Looks like Joe Williams is going to get the corner.
Ooh, let's see what that is. That's a touchdown.
They're going to call it. It's not a touchdown.
Nope, wait. 2 point. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. They got in the end zone. They got points. Whatever it is.
So they'll get 49. Will they try an onside kick?
I don't know. That seems like the best option in order to get back in this game. Sorry for that unfocused there. Don't know what happened.
Guys are playing hard. There's a good look right there from the sideline as we kind of pan up right there. Quintasia's got that wide-angle view. There's Coach Eckert down on the 50-yard line. And we got a close-up of that, Hunter, on about the 50. There's a close-up right there, Coach Eckert. He's the special teams coordinator, and looks like he's putting his hands team out there. Depperschmidt's coming out. A lot of the guys that handle the ball. Amarion Wilkins, number 81. Number 9, Jaden Hamilton. 4, Jalen Hanks. 22, John Randall. And so there looks like they're going to be putting it on the hash, number 86. There's a good look right there. We'll stick with that shot right there and see if we can't get this. We're going to have to try to recover this onside kick. They're going to try to kick it over there. Remember, the ball only has to go 10 yards. They're going to try to send those guys up there on the right side as fast as they can. They have to have 6 on one side and 4 on the other. And there's the 4th guy right there. And they're just...
down here, it looks like it was received by Joshua Sanders, number 20.
That ball was coming so hard at Josh. You almost have to let
Surprised he
that
didn't
one
double over,
Yeah, you have to
hit in
let
the
that one
stomach.
go. That wasn't, was that Sanders?
Oh, my mistake. Sorry, that was
28?
28, yes.
Holy cow.
8s and 0s, man.
Dakota Scott.
Dakota Scott, we
sophomore,
haven't seen him yet.
Sophomore running back. That ball was coming so hard. What you have to do is in the front line, if the ball comes at you hard, get out of the way, let the ball go to the guys in the back row, and then you go block somebody.
Oh.
So right now with North having two timeouts, so it looks like Heights did call that timeout. So I'm not sure that the clock hasn't stopped yet. It's 1:13 left, so we're going to call a play action pass.
Oh, down to 22 on the 25. Wow, that was just
What
great.
a call there when you're trying to just soak up the clock and get the game over. And Coach Jaradat says, nope, I'm going to throw the ball to John Randall, getting his first reception. He had a touchdown earlier. Now he's getting the reception out there.
Racking up as many points as possible just to cushion our lead here.
Well, I'm sure who's that fullback right there? Is that Josh? Josh is still in at fullback. Depper Schmidt's still in at quarterback. And they're going to go up over the top.
Too
way
much.
up over the top.
Too much.
I guess Coach Jaradat and Coach Dingle, they want some more points.
Mm-hmm. They're just trying to get it
They
down
didn't
there.
like this close game that they had, 61-49. Clock stops on there you go. Clock stops on an incomplete pass. So what's going to happen now, 2nd and 10. Jaradat's called 2 straight pass plays with 43 seconds left to go in the game. Is that what we got? Yep, 43 seconds left to go in the game. And we're throwing the ball a little bit.
Yeah, there we go.
We're gonna go John Randall toss left.
John
Good
Randall down,
move
breaking
right
the
there.
tackle, breaking.
And lowers his shoulder to get out of bounds, but I think they're going to call a holding back on about the 21-yard line. Hunter will try to find the white hat and see if we can't get the call. Probably a holding.
Holding on the offense. Looks like number 9 is substituting in Jaden Hamilton for number 89? 84, my bad.
Justin Myers.
Justin Myers.
Justin Myers with the tight end there.
Oh, sorry, there's a little slip up on my roster there. I didn't see the.
Gonna give up play. Oh gosh, false start on Rolando Reed up top. I don't know if maybe we had a play action pass or something called with 2nd and 15 with 30 seconds left.
We can get to it. There's some good audio of the cheerleaders.
We got a shot of the cheerleaders, Hunter. Give me a shot of the cheerleaders down there, Hunter. There we go. There's a good shot of the cheerleaders right there.
Falcons.
Right? There we go. No, that's all right. 2nd and about 17 or so. Maybe 2nd and 20. You think that's 2nd and 20? Got the "We will win" chant. And they're calling a play-action pass screen to Josh Sanders.
Josh Sanders breaks the tackle, gets that stopped at about the 15-yard line. Something like that. Yeah.
We're going after
25, my bad.
We're going after him. We call timeout. Trying to get one more play. Are we going to try to kick an extra point or a field goal here with 3 seconds left just to try to get more points?
I don't see any point to it.
Well, the point is that when it comes to seeding for the playoffs, it's all about points. So, yes, you get a win. That's number one criteria in the playoffs. But it also goes down to how many points you win by. So us being 0-3, we're going to be 1-3. There's probably going to be a couple other teams. The more points you have, the better opportunity you have for a higher seed. And right now, with 3 losses, we're going to have to try to win out. We've got a tough game. Who do we got next week? Look at the.
Next
do you have the
week
schedule?
we have ourselves against Wichita Southeast.
Southeast on
At
a Thursday.
South.
On a Thursday? No.
On
Friday night.
10-3, October 3rd. That would be
That's a Friday.
yeah.
And then what do we got after that?
After that, we have versus South.
We'll be back live streaming that game.
Yep, that's at Heights, and then also Northwest will be at Heights.
Also, Northwest will be at Heights, and that's definitely a tough game. So hopefully we can get the South and Southeast games. Then we've got.
Looks like we're going for the field goal, and the officials call it good.
Good.
So that'll be
about a 42-yard field goal for Caden Clausen as time runs out.
All right, that's our first win of the season. I'm excited.
First win of the season for the Heights Falcons, 64-49. And we go on the road next week to South, facing Southeast High School. And we'll see, we'll be back here the week after that on a Thursday night against Northwest. Caleb, what'd you think for your first game?
I thought it was interesting. I was able to keep it down, keep it going.
Keep control.
Yeah.
We did a great job of everybody with Hunter and Lucas and Nick and Quintasia and Alfredo. And that's it for us tonight. We'll sign off. We'll get you a little bit more show here of all the handshakes and stuff like that. And we'll be back a couple weeks on a Thursday night against South High. We'll see you next time.